Лично я супер рад, что все больше и больше людей об этом узнают. И надеемся, что дефраг не закончит свое существование. Поэтому, вон, а, мне кажется, ты уверен, что ты правильную ссылку дал в оба? Ну ладно, неважно. В общем, да, это был Энтеркуст. Я пойду поищу нового комментатора. А, да, вроде кто-то там собирался. Да, наверное, к сожалению, мне придется вас оставить немножко в тишине, пока не придет следующий комментатор, потому что мне уже пора уходить. Я был рад комментировать для вас этот маленький блок из 3 игр. Мне очень понравилось. Мне понравился чат. Вы классные. Всем спасибо. Те, кто шутил про второе место по демеджу и 3 КММР в доте, я на вас обижен. Спасибо, что были. Я пока что оставлю вас. Всем пока.
Carry out the run like a machine. I have never seen a 113. I can do it faster, I can do it blinded, need no screen. Even sleep and game the same routine.
Всем привет, чатик. Сейчас будет увлекательное мероприятие. В скобочках не очень, потому что это Супер Смэш. Так, осталось вытащить чатик на... Или... Почему непроизносимым ником? Все просто LQ84 AMK3. Изи. Раньше этот ник вообще был с японскими буковками, так что все хорошо. Надеюсь, у вас есть там чипсики или еще что-нибудь, как бы. Ранчик будет на 2 часа, причем 2 часа Супер Смэша. Ну хотя после финалки 4 это не так и долго. Да, ты пропустил финалку не одну.
Hello viewers, Greenlink here, and today I will show you the most famous glitch in
Как
Super
быстро
Smash Bros. for
засетапили
Wii
все.
U. But first, take a look at this battle.
Ладно, это глич.
The main requirement to pull off this trick is having a copy for both Wii U and 3DS at version 1.0.6. The next requirement is to transfer a fighter from the 3DS version over to the Wii U version. Mii fighters are very handy for this because all of their custom moves are unlocked by default. After transferring a fighter from the 3DS version to the Wii U version, select any game mode that enables customs. Then, when you choose your character, select Random, and it will inherit the data from the transferred fighter that was from the 3DS version. This is pretty special for Mewtwo because Mewtwo is a DLC character and downloadable fighters do not have access to customizable moves. This means Mewtwo is actually using garbage data moves. For this fight, I tap the B button twice to enter Maximum Infinity Hitbox mode where Mewtwo's attacks have maximum range.
В общем-то,
That's it
сейчас
from me.
показывают
Thank you
глич,
very
когда
much
вы
for
переносите
watching
с
and enjoy the
3DS
rest of
версии на
ESA.
Wii U версию своего кастомного персонажа, то DLC персонаж получает замечательный баг в виде получения характеристик персонажа, которого вы перенесли. И здесь показали, как Мьюту получает Infinite Range атаки. Ждем, пока засетапят. И будет 2 часа увлекательного раунда Супер Смэш.
Deep in my heart, I hear you calling, but I won't let you in. I'm so afraid that I'll keep on losing, but you're whispering, trust in me.
Welcome back to ESA Summer 21. I'll be your host for the next 3 hours or so. We are raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream or ! Donate in the chat. We would also like to thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. And now it's time for some Super Smash Bros. Brawl with Techstrobe. Take it away, buddy.
Alright, hello gamers. This is everyone's favorite Smash game, I assume. And this is going to be a speedrun of the
В общем-то, нас
adventure
ждет
mode, the Subspace Emissary,
режим
everyone's
приключения,
favorite Smash mode, hopefully.
в котором мы будем бежать
And
слева
with me
направо и справа
commentating
налево.
is Dash, a very old head of the Brawl
Я только
community.
что заспойлерил вам весь раунд. Ну ладно. В действительности нас ждет еще пару гличей и
And
скипов.
let's just
Да, даже
get
здесь
started.
нашли гличи. В основном это
Very
будет пауза
long
глич
2-hour run,
и
right?
пару скипов с помощью
And I
сокращения
assume I
дистанции.
also have to do a countdown. So we're going to be playing on easy mode because obviously fast. So 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna start off with
Так, у
skipping
меня
a
началось время. Я сильно отстаю от вас в чатике или нет?
even though, Subspace Emissary is, very famous for its cutscenes, but, we're not playing cutscene percent or anything. And for the first thing, we're gonna hope Mario is gonna not run away like this and have... This is the worst RNG I've
Поздравляю,
had in
это
such a long
ужасный
time.
паттерн для нас.
And the strat here is to hopefully, not lose 20 seconds.
В общем, для тех, кто не знает, как работает Super Smash Bros.
Fall off.
И Super Smash в целом,
And
мы
so-
должны заполнить шкалу
Thank you.
процентного урона
And so
персонажа,
skip
чтобы
more
выкинуть его с
cutscenes,
арены.
and we're
Ну,
gonna
либо, как здесь, мы
place
должны
Kirby.
просто
Kirby
выкинуть
is
с
the
арены
best
Марио.
for this horde fight, and while I'm doing this horde fight, I want to mention the version that I'm
И
playing
на
on.
выбор нам дали 4
Because
персонажа, берем Кирби, потому что он
We're
самый
running
выгодный.
ESA,
И здесь нам надо
very
выкинуть с
important to
арены
mention
как можно
that
быстрее всех ребят,
we're
которые на
running
нас
on
нападают.
PAL, because it is the
Довольно
fastest
просто,
version
но
of the game.
раздражающе,
How cool is
поскольку
that? So PAL's
они спамятся
version
практически рандомно,
differences compared to NTSC
и их надо прям всех
is
выкинуть,
that
из-за чего
it has
теряется
a
время.
few minuscule things,
Плюс
like
после них сразу же
characters
появится босс,
joining the party, text boxes, some
который
cutscenes are
нарушает
slower, some are,
механику
like,
игры.
a little faster.
И вместо
But in
процентов,
general,
процентной
the
шкалы у
two
него
biggest
обычная
times
шкала
that you'll
хп.
see, somewhat later in the run will be a complete auto-scroller skip of a level and then a faster version of a skip in another. So now we have Petey, and we're gonna get hit by him by accident. And so I'm saving Zelda here because
Знакомьтесь, это босс,
we're gonna be using
и
her
все
best
боссы в игре
move,
имеют
which is
полоску
down
здоровья.
B,
Из-за того,
and
что мы
that
играем на
transfers
изи, у
us
них
into
меньше хп,
Sheik.
и мы
And
быстрее
Sheik
их
is gonna be
выкидываем с
better
арены.
throughout some of the levels because depending on who I save there, Peach or Zelda will be able to play them in some levels, and you want to be Sheik. So now we're moving on to Skyworld, and I'm going to be implementing a new little strat that I've recently added, where if I up B in the air, it's faster than Pit's fastball. So that's a neat little thing. I'll use it one more time. So, alright, so regarding fights are gonna be... Oh my god, this RNG so far is so bad. So regarding fights, I'm gonna be doing fights, obviously,
В общем,
set ways
рано руинит с
to,
самого начала,
get
по
through
идее, он
them the
вообще без урона
fastest.
должен файты проходить.
And here's one of the first instances of Brawl's Broken Glide with Pit, and later on Meta Knight. You'll be seeing quite a lot of fights skipped with them. I'm gonna be doing another up B in the air to fall faster.
Кстати, если я ничего не путаю, это у нас VR Holder.
And here
Так
we
что
go, setting
с
up
ВПБ
a fight skip to the end of this level
мы
by
точно можем
starting a
сделать
very-
ставочку на то, быстрее он
early
будет, чем час 56 или медленнее.
and we're just
Потому что,
gonna
вероятнее всего, он
continue
сможет уложиться в
on.
час 56.
And this will be the first instance of a fight skip. And so we skipped the fight entirely. That was in that little divot.
Не совсем это не
level.
КДХ, это именно Super
And that
Smash,
is
но
one of many.
Adventure Mode. Просто приключенский режим, в котором игра превращается в
So,
платформе с
very
боями.
quick beginning. So now this is where the first
Вот,
instance of either
Баба
Zelda
всегда
or Peach would come to
поддерживает
play.
чат.
And then we obviously just hold down and B, because we can buffer moves, because Brawl has buffer system. And so
В общем-то, мы
turn the
получили
Sheik
Шика.
fast. Using
И это
Sheik's
самый
chain to
приоритетный
quickly grab
персонаж при
ledges
выборе,
is
из-за того,
pretty
что
quick.
у него есть
do that.
такой замечательный метод движения, как вы видите. Это быстрее,
And
чем
then
просто
pretty
бежать.
much the rest of this room is gonna be running, so we could have probably a donation.
Следующую, комнату, я не знаю, отрезок арены мы просто пробежим.
Or not.
Любых боев мы пытаемся избегать из-за того, что атаковать противника
So
нам
this
просто
might
не
be-
нужно чаще всего.
This might be looking a little bit weird.
Раннер
but
еще
this is
рассказывает,
actually
что тут есть
back
такая
rolling of
техника,
most
как
characters is a little bit
input
faster
buffer.
than just their dash in.
Короче, как в любом
You
файтинге,
can go with the donation.
игра, она имеет буфер для
I can talk about the charity that
inputов,
we
которые
are raising
выводятся,
money
то есть
towards, which
нажатие.
is Save the Children.
И
If you guys want to know a little bit more about Save the
можно
Children, they
нажимать
train
много
frontline
кнопки
health workers
заранее,
in
чтобы
communities to
запихнуть
diagnose
какие-то
and treat
определенные
common
действия.
childhood illnesses like pneumonia, diarrhea,
Поэтому
malaria,
раннер
and newborn sepsis, empowering them to provide
забивает
services that are
нужные ему
proven
вещи
to reduce child
и
deaths.
так более оптимально, короче,
Ну, про
используют
бафер
мувы. Да.
Down
можно
area,
будет
these
еще подробнее
portals,
рассказать, когда мы будем
and
делать
up
пауз
smash.
глич, потому что мы работаем по схожему
This one
принципу.
specifically.
Там, чтобы особо не
Extra
останавливаться
attack,
на моменте,
wonder.
когда раннер это будет делать.
There,
Если вы
and doing
заходите
that
в файт,
is pretty
в
quick.
обязательный, то есть вы сейчас
And
видите,
I can
как
get
раннер может
good hit in the
атаковать
boulder.
противников и может пробегать мимо. У некоторых арен есть обязательное условие выкидывания всех противников или победы.
Then just
И
destroy
в
that
случае
creep.
перехода на такую файт-арену
There's a lot of
мы будем
unique
пытаться
enemies to
попасть с
subspace,
паузой
so a lot of
во
them
фрейм,
have,
когда
you
мы
know,
заходим в
one
этот
way or
файт,
another best
чтобы
way.
получить
killing each
довольно-таки
one.
существенный бонус, который лучше
It's
будет
another cool
увидеть
thing of
на файте с
subspace with
Донки
how many
Конгом,
enemies
потому
you
что
fight.
буферить мы его именно
So
здесь
here
будем.
I'm going
И если
to
получится, вы
hope
сами все
I
увидите, это не
did
надо спойлерить, это
the
надо увидеть.
move the nair at the right time, because with that turquoise cube I could have either spawned a poison mushroom or a big mushroom. Sadly I got the poison mushroom, so if I was able to get the big mushroom, which I would have had to hit
Это
the
очень Донки
turquoise cube
Конговский
on the right
уровень.
frame
Тут
roll, I
есть
would
бочки,
have been able to save 3 seconds,
музыка из
but
Донки Конга, джунгли на заднем
pretty
плане.
much lose no time to if I were to not
В общем-то,
get that
бочки
and
тут
get the
есть и
poison
как
mushroom
элемент
and
игры,
you
то
know,
есть
not pick it
можно
up,
на
obviously.
арене
So now we're coming up
делать
on
бочки.
a very
И использовать
unique
их против
strategy that I will be
оппонентов.
attempting many times throughout this run, calls a pause glitch, and I will explain it if I get it. I'll still explain it, but so pause glitch is with locked fights. Obviously, they're locked when you see like the purple flash on screen. That's what indicates that you entered a locked fight. But when you pause on the frame entering that fight, it will allow you to be able to freely move throughout the fight. So I won't be in a locked camera state, but the blast zones are kind of closed in whenever you enter a locked fight. And whenever I do a pause glitch, that stays the same and the enemies are still all spawning. But if I'm able to stand a certain amount for many of these that I'm going for,
Просто
there are
поднимаемся на
specific
лифте.
strats where I stand a decent amount away from enemies and they actually just instantly perish and keep spawning and perishing. It's a little neat strat. So I'm only be going for ones that for the strats I created save like 4 seconds. There'll be plenty of them, but pretty much you can technically do that pause glitch in just about every fight, but there's only a handful of instances where it actually saves time. So now
В
we're going to
общем-то,
be
сейчас раннер объяснил про
entering
пауз глич, то, что вы видели на предыдущей арене.
another pretty much
Это
just
позволяет нам
fighting
локнутую
stage
камеру
after a glide.
разблокировать
with
относительно
pit, 'cause
арены, и мы
funny
можем
glide.
сразу принимать противников
Hope
в
everyone
атаку,
enjoyed
хотя,
Monkey.
по идее, игра нам должна мешать
Not
это
the last
делать
time you'll see
переходом
Monkey,
нас на
don't worry.
центральный экран. В общем-то, пауз глич используется только тогда, когда это экономит время, потому что противник не всегда спамится слева
Now
и
the
справа
plane
экрана.
is just pretty much a glide
Это если
and few
упрощенно
fights,
объяснять,
and
сложно.
hopefully another pause glitch that will be successful. Pause glitch at the end of this level is one of the largest time saves, if done right. Barely made that.
Жестко.
Brawl gliding, not broken
Очень
at all.
жестко. Прогладил. Прям на
And then
тоненького.
I'm just gonna SD
Ну,
because
здесь вот с
for these
гладингом,
fights,
кстати.
Mario will
Я не
be
помню, как зовут
a
этого
little better.
персонажа в серии Nintendo полностью, но его вроде зовут Пит. И он
that
единственный
little hit
персонаж,
there is
который здесь
pretty much
может
perfect.
летать, и это абузится практически всегда из-за того, что полет самый быстрый
So
метод
another
передвижения в
mechanic
игре.
that I want to
Да, у нас
mention
скиды Карус играем.
that you'll probably question about is say when we get to
Только
Captain Falcon,
лупить.
how come he's running the same speed as DDD or whatever?
Интересно, он заденет,
It's
кстати,
another
эту бочку с
unique
надписью
mechanic
Danger
to
или нет?
Brawl, where
Потому что если он ее заденет, то будет
they
приятно
made
его
some
откинуть.
nerfs and buffs to characters' core mechanics.
Потому
So
что в своем
you'll
ПБ
see pretty much
он ее
everyone-
как раз таки
everyone
задел.
will pretty much
Что
run at the
интересно, это
same
как бы
speed
неприятно, но
besides Sonic, but
жить
we
можно.
don't get Sonic in any percent until the end.
Сейчас ПБшку
So
побьет,
there,
видимо.
that was another attempt at a
Ну, кстати,
pause glitch.
как ни
That
странно,
was
он
probably
реально
framed
может
too
побить
late.
ПБ, потому что ПБ он поставил во время такого же
Nice
марафона.
RNG,
Ну, не
just
марафона,
bomb.
на
Just
спидране.
completely missed that guy.
Канал с Твича спидрана, где идут, он участвовал
Alright.
в мини-марафоне, обозначим это так. И как
Now
раз таки
we're
там
coming
поставил
up on our
ПБ.
next boss, which for some reason Sakurai
Я
and the team
думал,
decided they
он еще и
wanted Rayquaza in this game,
практиса много
so they
перед
put him in here.
ИСа провел. Так что
Fox
мы,
is
вероятнее
better
всего,
than
увидим как раз
Diddy.
таки. Когда вы видите, кстати,
For this
цифры
fight,
1,
just
2,
pretty
3,
much
4, это
spamming
значит,
forward
что это
smash.
выбор персонажа доступен для нас.
Right, not that free RNG, but still good. So Fox has illusion, so pretty much whenever we see Fox, we want to use him. It's pretty fast. So now
Тут у нас
everyone gets
Fox
to
из
hear one of the best Brawl
Star Fox
remixes
игры.
in the game.
Он тут без космического корабля,
Everyone is
но
a
все
fan
еще может
of
поставить за себя.
Sticker Brush Symphony or Bramble Blast as it is in this game. There I got a shorten to get in that door quicker. Rarely get that, so that's cool.
У него есть атаки с дэшем, это удобно.
And then just some jumping, pretty much.
Хочу заметить, у Star Fox довольно-таки высокий
Wow,
прыжок относительно
platforming.
многих персонажей. Ну, как многих. В этой части, по-моему, всего лишь 12 персонажей. Это, как
See
говорится,
everyone's
классика
jammed out.
Nintendo. Wii. Это не Super
So
Smash
it
Bros.,
is
в котором
arguably
там
one of, like, but
практически
probably not
сотни.
even arguably, just the best.
Здесь ограничено
remix in
всего
this
лишь
game.
на 2, 3, 4.
But there's definitely a lot of underrated ones that I'd say.
Около 30
People
персонажей
usually
всего
forget
доступно, а во время прохождения Adventure мода у нас вообще суммарно там 10 персонажей будет.
So now I'm going to be entering these like
Так что большую
dimensional
часть
doors
игры вы
to
не
get
увидите, большую
from
часть
one place
персонажей
to
тоже.
another.
Ну,
Right there on that
ну,
button,
видимо,
I did a
Adventure
beer
мод, он
verse,
очень большой.
turn around beer verse to hit that button. Leave.
Ну, хочу заметить, Adventure мод
And
здесь
now-
сделан в отличие от других частей Super
That
Smash,
sometimes
довольно-таки
happens even
оригинально
though
из-за
I'm
того, что
spamming right on the
это
C-stick,
целый
just
комплексный
some
уровень
random,
и режим,
opposite direction.
из-за того, что в
Alright.
новой части,
And
которая
now
Super
we have
Smash
another
Bros.
auto
Ultimate,
scroller. Don't fret
там
about the auto scrollers.
весь
Most
этот
of
режим
them are
сводится
pretty
к тому, что
quick,
бегаете
and
по большой
throughout the
открытой
run,
карте,
it's
но
only like
каждый отдельный
12
файт это
minutes
именно
total.
арена
I think I
и
calculated
битва
at
с
some point
противником.
it's like
А здесь
less than
периодически
1/8
уровни автоскроллинга и
or
все
like
такое.
1/8 of the run
Разнообразие
is auto
какое-то.
scrollers. I don't know, take that for what you will, but yeah. So you can definitely get in a few donations if we have any.
Absolutely. We've got a $10 donation from Ara that says, great to see Subspace getting the love it deserves. Good luck with the run, Techstrobe. And that goes towards the Super Mario Kart All Cups Mini Peach incentive.
Забавный поворот,
Also coming
позволяет
up
нам
after
стать
this run as well,
огромным.
we do have the Super Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Тут еще он
of the
вот
blindfold
использует
choice. So
чип.
you guys can bid for the choice
Тут
of
есть,
the
он,
blindfold. We
в
got
отличие от
Black Penguin,
многих там
Brown Bear,
японских
White
файтингов,
Cat,
чип
White
задвинется на
Seal
одну
with
кнопку.
Black Penguin in the lead of
И он,
$135.
короче,
You
он,
guys
кстати,
have
ловит
only got
снаряд.
about
Ну,
less
да.
than 2 hours to change up that blindfold
Про-
choice.
о,
So
не,
good
и он типа
donations.
уменьшается, чем больше идешь по щиту.
And Bubsy has a lot of
Ну,
blindfolds.
если механику щита надо объяснить подробнее, то проще всего это сделать так, то, что у вас есть блок, который за 2 фрейма до атаки противника краснеет, но
So
дает
now I
право
died
парировать.
as
А если
Fox
вы его
because
держите,
for this
и
ending
противник вас
fight,
атакует постоянно, то есть вы не используете
Diddy
его
is
для
better.
парирования,
See,
у
as
вас
a proper
получается
strike
уменьшение
that we
этого
wanna be
щита
using,
постоянно, и
and
как
this
только
will
он
be our
закончится,
first instance
противник
of
сможет
coming
по вам
across a
нанести
false
увеличенную
character.
серию атак,
So
ну,
the bad
бонусный
guys
урон
are
идет
pretty much turned
относительно оригинального урона.
into like a
по
part of the subspace
вашему
army and will
персонажу, плюс
be coming
процентная
across a
шкала,
couple of them throughout
которая
our journey.
заполняется больше 120%,
And
позволяет
just
вас выкинуть с
demolish
арены.
Bowser
И если у вас нет щита,
like that.
вы не сможете избежать фатального
And that's
урона
pretty much
перед
the end of
вылетом.
him. He's
И,
dead
кстати, вот
forever.
Раннер сейчас на Диди забузил механику игры
I jump in
относительно
very
того,
quickly with
что
a
с арены должен
donation.
упасть первым противника.
Yes.
Что случится с вами
We just
после
got
этого, не важно. То есть зачастую вы будете видеть, как
$200
мы
from Sheezy
вылетаем
McPeasy,
вместе с
42.
противником
That
за
says,
арену,
let's make ESA
но из-за
summer
того, что мы
last
попадаем вторыми,
longer.
мы выигрываем.
And that goes towards Dark Souls 3, any percent glitchless as the bonus game. The Dark
Такое
SAS
героическое
any percent. So if you
самопожертвование
guys want to see some
получается.
more Dark Souls action,
Ну, мы видели это
you've
еще
got
в
some
самом
more
первом
time to
уровне,
get your
когда
donations in for
за
that
Кирби мы
incentive. But
схватили
thank you
Марио.
so much
Ну
for
как,
the
мы его съели,
$200. That's
получается.
insane.
Буквально съели бедного Марио, после чего спрыгнули с
Dark
обрыва
Souls, like any
вместе с
Dark
ним.
Souls run,
Но
is
перед
a
тем,
very
как
good watch.
упасть за экран, мы его выплюнули, и он упал первым. И победу засчитали нам. Так что мы
So you
такие
can
хитрые.
you can pretty much continue.
Мы сейчас
and, like,
за
I've been in
Люкаса
all
играем
the
из игры «Мама»,
I can talk about also
Мать.
prizes that you guys can win
она
as
же
well.
Earthbound.
Did you know that for a minimum of $50,
Она же
that's right,
маза.
$50, that is cumulative over the course of the whole
Японская
marathon.
версия.
You can donate $5 one day, $10 another day. As long as it stacks up to 50, you can win the
Такая вот
infamous, non-existent, but
очень креативная
relatively
JRPG.
existent, the Sony PlayStation 5 plus Ratchet and Clank Rift
В
Apart
общем-то,
bundle, for which is estimated about
вот эти
$500.
Супер
And all you have to
Смэш
do is donate
серия,
$50
она,
being with the raffle.
короче,
And you've
всем
also got some
известно, что
ViewSonic
в
monitors
ней
that you
очень
can win
много,
thanks to our lovely sponsors at ViewSonic. And for minimum
так сказать,
$35, you can
кроссоверов,
win
там
the ViewSonic
отсылок
Elite monitor
прям к совсем обскурным вещам
VX2705
порой.
2DP. And for $25 minimum, the
Вот,
ViewSonic
в
Elite
последнем
XG270.
Пройсе можно вообще там всякие получать души персонажей, которые вообще там никогда на Западе
ending very
не
shortly.
выходили, и там про них
There's
там
only like a
рассказывают.
very few
Очень
handful
интересно.
ones that are long. Don't
Ну,
worry.
это, кстати, режим духов,
You'll be able
который
to
аналогичен вот
hear the beautiful
Adventure моду
donor-
здесь.
donor
В
reader's
Super
voice
Smash
whenever
Bros.
they come up.
Ultimate это получается режим духов.
But yeah, with,
Довольно
Lucas,
увлекательный
Lucas
режим, и
and
сам
Brawl
по себе
has
файтинг
quite,
кажется простым, но
unique,
он
set of
действительно
moves
очень
and
сложный из-за того,
will
что
be
у вас вроде бы
doing
всего лишь две кнопки.
some movement
Это
strats
атака,
with him,
заряженная атака и
which
блок.
makes his
Но их
sections
взаимодействие
very
между
enjoyable
собой
and unique.
приводит к довольно интересным
coming up on
результатам,
another
потому что
boss,
сама механика
just
парирования
quirky.
здесь требует от вас
accidentally
большего
DI'd up
фрейм-перфекта,
when I
чем
should've.
базблю.
Ну,
And
Так
we
что
just
на
demolished
самом
quirky
деле, там
with a
типа,
bunch
по
of down
сути, не
smashes.
две кнопки, а типа, сколько
So,
там направлений.
the movement you'll
Потому
be
что
seeing
в
me
зависимости
do
от
with
направления
Lucas
там разные
is
атаки.
called magnet
Если
boost.
Ну да.
в одну сторону
And
нажимаешь,
so if I
то
one
там одна
direction,
атака вверх, там другая,
from my
вниз
momentum
третья.
and
И вот
go
если
the
ничего
opposite
не делаешь,
direction with the
тоже.
side B, the PK fire, I
И
will
там
Ну,
на самом
банально,
деле,
then do a
два варианта доджа
PSI
в
bang
воздухе
it,
есть как
and
минимум, потому
it'll
что
just
вы
be
можете
launched that
использовать
direction.
способность некоторых
So,
персонажей
be
для
doing
доджа,
that
можно
whenever
использовать
it's
саму
useful, but
механику
also another
щита,
neat
потому что в
thing
воздухе
outside
щита
of,
нет,
say, Pit and Meta
но
Knight being
вы
able to
получаете
fight
рывок,
skips, is
который
Lucas is
позволяет вам
actually
получить фреймы неуязвимости.
used for 2 fight skips.
в обычной
Just
игре
convenient
ты
for
можешь
for
просто
this
там
level at
кого-нибудь
the
не
end
знающего
that we can
посадить,
do a fight
и
skip with Lucas,
чаще типа пару
barely
прямов
get over.
попробую и погнали. А тут вот прям
So with the fight skips and the
не могу
blast
объяснить
zones,
никому, как
obviously,
играть в эту
in
игру
order
за
to
5
be able to do
минут.
fight skips, the fight
Уже.
triggers
Ну
have to
почему?
not be
Кстати,
able
за
to
5
reach the
минут
top
можно.
blast
Ну,
zones
ты берешь
and
Кирби, зажимаешь
that's the
заряженный
thing.
удар
Throughout
так,
the
чтобы он
entire
ударил
game,
молотом, и
the
ждешь, пока
majority of
кто-то
them just
подставится.
don't
Идеально.
reach, and so
Да.
we're able
Но тут много таких персонажей,
Wow,
вот,
got that. Alright, cool.
которые
Got one
очень,
boss bitch in the run.
очень
So I do
простые
this fight a set
в плане
way,
того, что можно спамить или чаржить какие-нибудь
wait
атаки.
for this guy to
В том же
Поэтому-
ультимейте, там на
take a little
Зельде
bit longer
можно
than
такие
normal, so I probably
фаерболы
still
давать.
saved a few
Ух.
seconds.
Согласен.
and go under
Вот
the
здесь вы,
enemy.
кстати, видели
So
идеальный
there's
пауз
the
глич, где мы
first,
анлокнули камеру
boss
залочной
push,
арены.
hopefully not the
То есть, когда
last.
мы с вами зашли на
So
арену,
that
камера
ended
должна
up
фиксироваться
me
на самой
saving
арене,
a
то
few
есть
seconds by
арена должна быть по
being
центру,
able
и
to
мы должны двигаться по самой арене. Но из-за того, что мы
despawn
сделали пауз
the-
глич, камера все еще была сфокусирована на нас,
the
и мы
Titans
перемещались
all
по
the way
арене
towards
вместе
the
с
left.
камерой,
Just gonna
что
kill these
позволило
guys,
нам
'cause
по-быстрому
doing
раскидать
this skip
противников,
with
которые
these flows is
спамятся.
actually really annoying.
Ну а так, в действительно, есть большая проблема у Супер
This guy just
Смэша
keeps
в
being
России, то
annoying.
что консоль у нас не
So, instead of
популярная,
doing
но
this
игра
fight,
как
I'm
файтинг
gonna be
отличная.
skipping over it with Lucas's up B. This this one's is like very tight. There you go. Like barely can even
О,
like
отлично.
do it.
Ну, это хотя бы не Nintendo 64,
Alright,
которой у нас
that's
вообще не было.
Lucas. That's one of his 2
Или
fight
GameCube.
skips.
Нет. Там, они, кстати, были
So
у
yeah,
некоторых
so
людей,
that
я
pause
слышал.
glitch was
Ну, как все
successful.
еще встречаю
Это
некоторых
слухи.
коллекционеров.
There'll be plenty more for that.
Ну, самая
Game
капа,
probably.
то, что им приходилось как-то доставать картриджи и
I
диски.
guess we can talk some more about
Это-
exactly how fight
Это
skips
все равно,
and
что
pause
в
glitch work.
России вместо
Мгм.
этого Дэнди
So-
у тебя была
so
бы
all the
оригинальная
fights-
SNES.
They have like a
Игр бы
trigger,
на неё не
they're
было.
like giant rectangles, and if you enter the rectangle at any point,
Тут
the
у нас
camera will
Марк,
lock and you will enter a
God
fight.
Gurvey
You have to defeat all of
Fire
the enemies
Emblem
before the camera
и
unlocks
что-то
and you can
там
continue on.
МЗ, что-то Blade
So,
of Light,
These rectangles are somewhat arbitrarily
что-то
drawn,
там.
like when they were
Короче, самая
programmed.
первая часть.
So in a lot of cases, if you're able to go
Ну,
above
кстати,
them,
была какое-то
you
время
can,
доступна
you
на
can just skip them all together,
Mm.
which is what we're gonna
на
do
Nintendo
whenever
Switch, но
possible.
они сделали временную
And it's like
возможность себе
completely
купить
random, almost like how far
по
up they
каким-то
reach.
причинам,
Well, all of
возможно,
the fight
экономическим.
Or all of the
Но-
rectangles
Ну, на
are set
самом
side.
деле, они, кстати, много
Set
зарабатывают
size,
на том,
but,
что купить, потому что
Like one of
переиздание
them
супер
extends like 4
Ну,
times
не
as
Super
tall
Mario
as the blast
64,
zones.
3D
While
вместе
a
с
lot of
парой
others
других
you can
частей,
just
там
easily
тоже ограниченное время доступно было
Get on
для
top of
покупки.
them.
Непонятно почему.
And then we have pause glitch.
Они,
Nintendo
кстати,
discovered by
в
me,
магазинах
actually.
сейчас по скидке
Yeah, Dash
попадаются.
ended up discovering quite a lot of things. He's actually one of the. He's
Ну,
actually
надо
the
брать,
first
потому что
person to
будет,
really
наверное, такая же
mention
история,
about
как с этим.
fight skips
Как он назывался?
in like probably
Техно-демо от
2016,
Кодзимы
sometime around
хоррор
that.
игры,
Yeah,
По
которая
идее,
I
выходила
да.
во время релиза.
documented that.
Да это ж,
Там
да что
fight
там,
runners
вот
that these fight
тот
skips
самый
are good,
айфоны
you
с
can do them.
предустановленными
But
Fortnite,
then,
вот
no
это
one
вот
really
вес
did.
золота. А ПЕ, да кому?
No one did until
Пяти,
I
пяти.
pretty much came around in early
Ну да,
2017.
5, а тут iPhone с предустановленным
And then I
Fortnite.
got
Это ж
Ducky,
какая
the
тема.
previous record holder. Goat.
По-моему,
of
там
Subspace,
судебные
actually.
тяжбы
Yeah.
с Apple'ами так и не закончились.
World record progression video. That
Ну,
for this
они
game.
около делают, там каждый
That's
раз,
the
когда
one.
читаешь, что там
Yes,
в результате
there's,
расследования судебного
earlier-
выясняется
I'm
все
really
больше и
messing
больше
up this
веселья.
chat.
Ну да ладно,
Okay.
возвращаясь к нашему Супер Смэш.
Let's just go
Oh
with
my
SD. Right there, I'm trying the shield breaker. This, that scope pyramid because I wanted to actually SD before the scope pyramid would die, so I can spawn as Meta Knight in this room and be doing a whole bunch
О,
of
мы
things that.
свичнулись
Только что мы
на Meta Knight и
скорее
Kirby.
увидим VR
These fight skips
после
are
вот этих вот
insane.
попыток.
Like they used
Ну
to
да
be
ладно.
insane.
И
and
это
then
второй
people
персонаж,
discovered
который
how
умеет
to completely break this level.
летать.
So here he skips one fight and then he goes backwards. Like, he skips the first fight, enter another fight, and then he goes back.
Мета
to the
Рыцарь
first
это
one,
персонаж
which
из
puts the game in a
Kirby.
really weird state.
Такой
It's
местный
like
злодей,
kinda
что ли,
glitchy,
или
and then he, in this glitchy state, he activates an
Антигерой.
auto-scroller, and then he kills off the enemies from the last, like the previous encounter he got into, and when he kills them off, it unlocks the camera during the auto-scroller. So the auto-scroller is still going on as Tech is doing all of this, and here he's just skipped 2 more fights. And if he gets to that door before the
Вот
auto-scroller is
здесь
done,
сейчас раннер с
he just
помощью
skips everything.
полета
So it's pretty
прыжков
much a half
пропустил
auto
первый
scroller
файт,
skip,
зашел во
and it
второй,
saves
и
20 seconds or so,
благодаря этому
15-20.
мы пропустили почти
or
весь
40
уровень.
something. I
Потому
can't
что игра
remember.
ломается
I
в
found it
состоянии
like
по
shortly after
триггерам
I
того,
actually
что
started playing.
один файт должен быть
I don't know
пройден,
how, but I like
но мы его не
just
прошли,
one day
уже
just
вступили во
figured it
второй.
out, and like, wow. That's
Yeah.
like one of the only instances where you can actually do something like that, just because the first and second fights of that room are just so close within each other that we can just cancel one out with the other. And yeah,
Так тут
that just
секция
kinda blew
на
this
вагонетке,
level
да,
open.
скроллер.
And then there's
Но
going to be another
почему
fight
там
skip
не
just
дан
for good
пиклон?
measure at the end of the
Ну как
level.
так?
Yeah, this level
This
is
was
crazy.
one of the longest ones, and then fight skips just made it average, I'd say.
Yeah.
Average length.
So he skipped like 1 auto-scroller and 5 fight skips.
Ваганки
like just
Конго
now,
очень
and I was gonna
жесткие.
skip another one.
Всегда
this level is
вагонетки
just
были.
broken. Just in general, whenever you see Meta Knight, I mean,
Ну, вот у нас
you think
на экране
broken,
выбор из 3 персонажей с
you are
мечами.
right.
Это, кстати,
Even in Subspace,
большой мем
he's
в
still
SSB
broken.
комьюнити.
So I'm
Yeah.
skipping over another one
Потому
that
что
is kind of like trapezoidy. It's not
Комьюнити
every single one
Smash
is a
очень любят
rectangle, but like the
персонажей с
gist of it
мечами.
is a rectangle, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one I had to go a bit more up,
С
to
возвращением.
skip over.
Короче,
Now we're
да,
coming up
комьюнити Smash
on
очень любит персонажей с мечами.
Yoshi, and we're not using Link
Потому
because
что
Link is
и
utter
Nintendo
garbage.
это видит
So
и
you
добавляет
don't use
еще
him
больше
unless you're
персонажей с
doing a
мечами.
jumpless challenge.
Ну, на самом деле, не
Yoshi's
люблю.
main movement is just gonna be egg roll.
Потому что, типа,
Ты же
было
фан.
очень много жалоб, что очень много мечников в этой игре. Ну тут, типа, формально
So,
есть
we're coming up
такие
on actually
сабклассы,
another
что ли,
potential
типа бойцов, скажем так.
pause glitch. This
То есть
one's
там,
the easiest I found, but I
которые
have
сражаются
messed it
там на
up many
мечах, на
times before.
кулаках,
There we go.
и стреляют.
Messed up the. Please tell me you're gonna die. Okay. Yeah, that boomerang primate was a bit too much to the right, so I was worried. So by me
Собственно, почему
standing
здесь
like
так
where I
много мечников?
was,
Потому что в
it killed
основном
the
это все
rest of the
персонажи игр
enemies that were
Nintendo.
gonna be spawning
И они все из своих серий обычно...
Yeah,
throughout that
Главный
fight.
герой всегда
that was
ходит с
really well
мечом.
done.
Серьезно,
And
вот.
then at the beginning of this, I
Вспомните
got, like,
главного
a little
героя какой-нибудь
momentum
игры,
boost
супер популярный,
from
у которого главное
correctly
оружие не
timing
меч.
the egg roll cancel.
И не
It's
огнестрел.
hard to do.
Yeah, so just to reiterate
меч
what
это
Tex said
да.
earlier about pause glitch.
Nintendo этим пользуется
On the
каждый
first
свой
frame, when you enter a fight, if you hit pause, instead of locking the camera
Вот
like
Йоши, у
Steve
него
does,
есть
the
яйцо.
camera will
Чем
move
ему
around.
меч?
But the blast zones
Согласен.
will remain the
Вспомнили
same.
Кастельванию с
So
хвостом,
you can't
отлично.
just
Что
leave
еще?
the fight, you still
Yeah.
have to kill the
Помогаем
enemies.
вспомнить
Yeah, on
игры,
that
где
slope,
главный
if I
герой
moved
ходит
like
без
more
меча.
down, I would have just exploded
Ну ладно,
in
с
like
мечом можно
thin
ходить, но
air
это не
to
главное оружие
like most
персонажа.
people.
Yeah, it's really
Ну,
funny
как
actually.
говорится, кто к нам с мечом придет, того
Um,
проще застрелить.
But it does
Да.
have an advantage, and
Yeah.
that is whenever an enemy gets like thrown off stage, they instantly die. And since the camera follows you, if you move away such that the enemy gets off screen, they instantly die. And that's the whole appeal of pause glitch. Moving in ways to make the enemies go off screen.
В общем-то, продолжают объяснять
And then there
принцип
is a
работы
strat
пауз
at that
глича,
fight
почему нам
with
так важно,
Yoshi
что
where
камера
I
дальше следует за
used
нами, а не
his
фиксируется
dash
на
grab
арене.
to
Из-за
throw
того,
out
что триггером
the shell pod
смерти
because they take
противника
a lot of
служит
hits.
его
I guess that's another thing that I
местоположение,
can talk about
и сам
with
экран
enemies
является
is
этим
that
триггером. То есть, как
each
только они
enemy has
выходят
like their
за
own
пределы
set
вашей
like
видимости, они
amount
считаются
of like health and
погибшими.
whatnot, and so some will take more hits than others. And then another unique thing that you'll see me do in fights, and especially horde fights, is trying to hit one enemy into another to quickly kill them, and it just cancels out any like rolling animation to a blast zone that's pretty slow. So that's normally what I want to do. So here's a little brawl technique with Pikachu, quick attack canceling, where if I
Это что за
buffer
покемон?
a
Это
jump after
Пикачу!
the second part of the quick attack on the ground, I'm
Мы
able to
получили
just get an
Пикачу.
instant jump.
Это
and I
значит,
can
что
chain
очень
those.
скоро будет
nice
очередной
looking.
скип в игре. С помощью Пикачу мы запрыгнем
Yeah,
на
so you can
высоту,
actually
на
skip
которую не
this
должны
guy,
были
but it's,
запрыгивать,
like,
по мнению
really hard.
разработчиков.
Yeah, I'm never doing a full
Мы
run.
пропустим довольно-таки большую
There's
часть
a
уровня.
very stupid skip for that fight where you go under. And you have to do it twice. You have to
Yeah.
literally do it entering the room and then exiting it. I'm never doing it.
And both are really hard. Also, another fun fact is that it was on this level that pause glitch was both discovered, and then a year later that its application was discovered too. Both happened in this stage.
Yep. Towards the last fight, I think.
Yeah, it was discovered in the last fight, and the application was found in the one he just
В
finished.
качестве противников мы тут можем видеть робота Роба. При него был чудесный
So now
видос у
I'm gonna just
АБГ.
make Pikachu
Это,
walk in
короче,
place.
The
Look at
Pika
him
walk.
go.
такой робот,
I don't know
который...
when this
типа,
was discovered, but this is always
я
been
даже
a
не знаю,
thing
как
that
это
runners
объяснить. Это
do.
просто такой
Just walk
пластмассовая
on this.
игрушка, которая могла
just
запускать там
randomly
какие-то
stops.
волчки.
Stops
И
you and you
это,
just walk.
типа,
you can
ему
just do
там
whatever.
подключали контроллер, он мог с ним
Whilst we
типа
have Pikachu
взаимодействовать и
remote, should we
играть.
take a
Там
quick
были
donation?
специально для него игры.
Yep, good timing.
Awesome. We've got another $5 from Ara that says, good pause glitch. Another 5 on the table if you get another.
Oh, I see. Alright. Our very good friend of mine, who is quite the ultimate speedrunning gamer. Ultimate as in Smash Ultimate.
Also, I should refer back to their prior donation that they actually called you Techstrobe.
Yeah, that's a running meme. Alright, just do some. I've messed up that movement recently. It's kind of weird. coming up on the end of the level, though. So I'd like to split this game up into sections, even though there really is like no sections, it's just 31 levels. So what I have as the first 10, like early game, second half, or the second set of 10, like mid game, so on. And so even though like there's a bunch of unique levels with different kind of duration length and whatnot, it all ends up being like half an hour.
Пикачу у нас поэтому единственный персонаж практически, который позволяет нам скипнуть часть уровня. Единственное, что я могу точно сказать, что я не помню тайминга, когда мы будем это делать. Может, я даже это уже проморгал, потому что мы должны были подняться с помощью прыжка Пикачу в тоннель прямо вверх. И это кажется так и задумано разработчиками, но на деле это шорткат на будущую часть уровня.
Не получается подловить на чардж атаку. Коварная Зельда.
Хочу заметить, вот это вот классический супер смэш. Прямо сейчас на экране. Когда никто не умеет играть, все пытаются спамить одним ударом. Заполняется шкала. Чем выше проценты, тем дальше улетает противник. Как следствие, Зельда у нас улетает на 98%, хотя может и еще больше начали повышать, если правильно управлять. Чем выше у вас процент полученного урона, тем больше урона вы наносите, ну и тем дальше вы отлетаете туда, от противника.
Такая тоненькая механика, и она позволяет последние моменты камбэчить. Это очень круто выглядит. Постоянно играешь, когда в смысле просто на постоянно в напряжении держишь. И вещи
Wow.
Right, that was not good at all, and that's Brawl RNG. Brawl AI. Even though it's on easy, like they can still like some of these fights can still seem like level 9 CPUs. Here's another attempt at a pause glitch, and one that will look funny if I get it, but it will save like 10 seconds. Like pretty late. That's like really a hard timing one. All of these pause glitches obviously have visual cues, but it's not like it's not guaranteed to get them every time because you're still doing a 1/60th of a second strat on a 60 FPS video game. There we go.
Говорят, игра в 60 кадров идет.
And now we're pretty much Yoshi for the rest of the level because Yoshi will be good for the
Очень круто.
Section. And we're actually about to come up to another auto-scroller. I know it might seem like there's quite a lot, but I swear they go by quicker than you think. So we can have another donation or two.
I can talk to you about the speedrunstore.com, and I'm going to do it in the lovely format of Paulister himself. Have you checked out speedrunstore.com yet? 100% of the proceeds during ESA Summer will be donated to Save the Children, including the proceeds from the fabulous event hoodie and shirt shown on the stream in the interval. Right
Почему Леша с крайним интересом делает ничего, потому что автоскроллинг это то, что мы все так любим. Куда без него. Лучшая часть любой игры это автоскроллер уровня. Ну или уровень с пулеметом, да.
About Save the Children. Save the Children is transforming the way emergency care is delivered, putting a world-class team of health professionals to work for children anywhere in the world within 72 hours. They have delivered a quality education to over 273 million children in the last decade, more than any other global development organization. So any donation that you guys can give, exclamation mark donate in the chat or in the panels below to donate towards some amazing incentives, amazing prizes, and towards some amazing causes for the charity involved.
Alright, coming up to the end, and I guess one thing that I can mention regarding loads is normally, if I already have a character that I'm entering a part of a level with and enter another part, just like right now, entering with Yoshi saves a few seconds over entering with any other character just because Yoshi's already preloaded. That was hard to get. And so that's ideally what I want to do unless one of the non-preloaded characters suck. In this case, everyone does but Yoshi. If I do this right, I haven't done this in ages now. I could actually get through this this fire column if I did the movement right.
Немного ошибся с таймингами, получил урон.
Wow, I don't
Но
know the last time I've
прошел,
gotten hit there.
в принципе,
Probably years.
в один цикл вот это место. В одно
Но если
поднять.
честно, он довольно много
Now
ошибается
there's
сейчас.
another instance here of a pause glitch, but
Такие мелкие
I'm not
ошибки
going for it because
складываются
the
в
fight strat is very
3-4 минуты
wonky
после
and it's one
двухчасового
that
рана.
saves
Так
3
что,
seconds.
ребята,
So
можете гриндить
just
ВР.
one of them that I'm not comfortable going for in a
Если
full
вы
run.
вдруг дал план как мира раннера, то
Now these shit-ass
Залетай.
enemies, we can only hit them when their blades are open. And that one's going crazy. I've not seen that in ages. Jeez. Took like 10 seconds to spawn. Alright. So we're out of that god-awful level. And we play as the mother boy. And so this will be the second of 2 fight skips that we do with Lucas, just because, you know, his up B is pretty good, and Sakurai and the team not making these fight triggers correctly, so we skip another fight there,
опять же переключились на Люкаса.
and then get over
И все
that
ради
gap
скипа
with a
одного
magnet
файта,
boost.
потому что триггеры боев расположены не очень хорошо, и их можно банально перелететь.
and then more just movement, pretty much. Alright. So, I guess I could talk about some characters that aren't used in the run. Because there might be some people wondering, why aren't you using Squirtle right now? Why didn't you use Link in the Force before? Isn't he rad cool? Sadly, even though the core mechanics of Subspace changed most characters, where some were buffed, some were nerfed, like depending on things like run speed and whatnot, there are still characters that are overall better to use, obviously, so that is clearly why I am not choosing Squirtle, as
Бегом тут по
sad
аренам.
as the Squirtle fans in
Отсюда, в
chat are.
принципе,
He'll be used
Особо не
very
свалить,
shortly,
но-
but, like, I'm just saying in general,
у нас есть палка. Мы
just
скипаем.
picking whoever's the fastest.
Стараемся сразу двоих врагов бить.
Because the whole thing of Subspace being a fun mode and all is that you have the joy of picking whoever you want whenever you're able to, that is.
Так быстрее.
But, you know, to sacrifice for speed, we don't. We don't have fun. I mean, we do have fun, but, like, we just choose the faster characters. Alright. So now we're coming up on another false
Немножко.
character.
Довольно
and
быстро проходим
Ну
арену.
да.
This one will be Wario, and there's 2 ways to do this fight
Более-менее
quickly.
оптимально.
One way is somewhat still used, but is a bit annoying to get around. So I could PK fire him into one of these walls for 60% and then up smash, or I can hope to God that RNG is good and
У нас
just
тут Варио. Варио, кстати,
and
довольно смешной
he's
персонаж.
fighting me. Okay. Okay, this is very
За счет
weird
его
RNG.
байка.
He's got a wand. Alright,
На
well,
нем можно просто, короче,
This
кататься
isn't
на
good at
байке
all.
по всей арене.
ow.
И это может очень мешать
And,
начинающим
alright.
игрокам.
Yeet.
Ну, а раннер его просто выкидывает, он даже не
So,
остается в байке.
that's the other fast strat, that RNG dependent. Yeah. The RNG in this run is like pretty controlled outside of AIs, like you saw in Lakeshore, and there, it's pretty like obviously this run has a large amount of RNG in it, but it is very controllable. It's just the AIs is the worst part of it. Now we play Yoshi again because Eggroll and
Мне интересно,
just go
можно
for
ли
fights.
назвать
Just
эту часть Супер
characters that
Смэша,
are all around good.
именно вот этот режим
are
автоскроллера,
pretty good
ну
for
как,
this.
платформером,
And now if
получается.
there's another good this morning.
По идее, он же построен как платформер.
Do we have time
Вот
for a
эту часть.
И
donation?
я бы
Бежишь,
сказал, что это
скрываешь,
просто большая
да.
арена
We
для
have
бrawлера.
$35.
Это все
тоже
огромная арена.
Argos 01. No comments, but $35
Которые
goes
вы не
towards
можете
the
выбраться
dark.
в ловушку.
I think it's Sassy. I'm
Ну,
not sure if that's how you
технически, да,
pronounce
это
it,
типа
but
платформер.
to the Dark Sassy incentive for the Dark Souls 3 run, that is
Ну,
now
там что-то уровень
currently
Kirby
at, let me
остался.
have a look see, $810 out of $1,500 to be met. So guys, if you want to get that extra content for Dark Souls 3 with the bonus game, all you got to do is donate towards the incentive. Make sure that when you donate that you actually tick the incentive and then put the money that you are wanting to donate towards the incentive of choice. Thank you again, Argos01, for the donation.
Alright. Very conveniently, right there. Everyone's favorite brawl mechanic, the trick. Thank you, Sakurai. Based Sakurai. Yes, it can still happen in subspace, but they did nerf it. It's harder to get. It's not the 1 in 100 you would get in normal Brawl, but I don't know the exact percentage or whatever, but it is still a thing. There's another pause glitch. That was like one of the only ones that I actually go for that saves less than 3 seconds. Ooh, perfect time.
Накидываем бомбом за Йоши. Хороший тайминг.
Okay. I don't think I
И
held
ранее
down, but
падает.
apparently I
Лол.
did, so I fell
Unlucky.
through that platform. Alright,
Не,
everyone
не
get your
подцепился.
20 second
Ну что,
taste
получается,
of
мы
Link
теряем
here.
Йоши?
You'll never see him again.
Да. Ну, не сказать бы, что станет слишком большой проблемой, можно и так пройти, но
So slow.
неприятно.
Да, нехорошо получилось.
Alright, there we go. Hope you enjoyed Twilight Princess playthrough. So now we're gonna be Squirtle for the person that
Как
asked for
говорится,
Squirtle.
получается, у меня минус поинты.
Because
Из-за
one, it's
стрима.
fast, and two,
Точнее,
they
из-за раннера.
asked for it, so
Так.
I might as well be nice.
Я ж верю в час 56.
And
Он должен
there's
справиться.
at the start
Ну
of
так
this level,
поверь в то,
in
что
ruins, there's
его
a cycle
башка
that
была
we make
слишком
that
плохой.
we can only make with Squirtle and not
Еще
Lucas.
хуже этой.
And there'll be these blocks going down, and we wanna
Ну, час
get through
56,
this one
как
right
бы
here.
такая неоптимизированная,
Save a few
плюс он еще
seconds.
готовился
Hello,
к рану на
Knuckles.
марафоне.
It's
Так что-
trophies in subspace, if everyone remembers. Oh my god, that's not cool. I can still make it without dying. Okay. Yeah. If everyone remembers the trophies in the game,
Бегаем за Сквиртла.
we obviously skip them because this is 90%, so we don't really collect them. But if I was doing 100%, that's one that I would collect. And then
Ну,
as well,
прикольно, дашится.
trophies, they're stickers, which if everyone remembers, I
Или стоп,
actually
мы типа
don't think I've
покемон
ever
тренер,
used a sticker like
а
whenever I've
Сквиртл
had
это
to play
этот
this as a
самый
child.
выбранный персонаж.
It was just, it wasn't that.
По-моему,
like,
да. И вот
visible,
покемон тренер, он
but
типа сзади стоит такой на фоне.
you literally have the
Он
option
никак
that
не
says
взаимодействует.
sticker.
Ну, типа он как бы
It does
просто
help
стоит и
with, like,
тренирует
buffs
команды.
to your characters, like, you can
А мы
add
как бы играем во всю.
Получается,
damage, like,
мы отдаем
buffs,
команды тому,
speed buffs
кто
and whatnot.
принимает команды.
But in this speedrun and throughout its history, it's always been done with no stickers, just plain vanilla Brawl.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest
Кстати, не
problem
берем
with stickers
вагонетку.
is that they're just one-time use only. So if you waste them, then you just lose them.
Yeah. Unless you play, I played this game for probably like 2,000 hours and have like 500 of each. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm probably not going to bother. I completely forgot. I should be dead and Lucas right now because I'm going to be doing
ему надо
a
Лукаса
damage
взять,
boost at the end of this
чтобы
level,
сделать damage boost под конец уровня.
and it saves a whole 1 second, and the damage will carry through to the next room, where I can very easily die if I get bad RNG.
Он делает, короче, скип, который ему засейвит.
I want to like
одну
normally be at
секунду.
150 to get a good size damage boost, but I kind of SD'd a bit
Но
late,
он,
so
типа,
I'm probably only going to be able to
очень
get...
техничный.
Ooh, that's good RNG. Get it out. Well, I'm too late anyway. Okay.
И,
So, here I'm
по-моему, там
entering
такой ранжик.
100% door to cancel this auto-scroller, so that I can set myself up for
Или нет?
not a magnet boost, right? I'll still be able to get the damage boost there just because of my health.
А, вот
But right
этот
there I was
буст
gonna
как раз.
do a magnet
Он просто
boost into a
улетел под
damage
конец
boost.
уровня.
But I neutral.
Потому что его очень сильно надамажили.
So now the damage carries over,
Ну,
and on
отлетает
that
дальше.
time save, probably like 0.1 seconds to possibly die. You know, here at the Brawl community, we too like to play dangerously, so the only way I can like possibly die is a mind bomb spawning in the third fight of these sets of fights,
Вот секция с пайками.
or bomb
Вот
spawning
Райан
in
говорит,
here
что
and
может
really
его убить бомбочки
forward airing it.
или мины. И то, и другое, в принципе.
So I'm just waiting and timing out these up smashes like in the first fight, just to kill everything in one go, and you know, properly time those Shados. There we go, and now a set of buttons, and then we're gonna go into annoying fight to do with a Lucas, though Squirtle's even worse, so very cool. We're gonna be fighting Charizard
Активируем там
because
кнопки.
Pokemon Trainer took you, Lucas, into the ruins to help him get Charizard back, and so Charizard's at the
И
easy
Вот
level.
сейчас у
And
него
the way we're
хорошо
going
все
killing
идет.
him is another kind of like back throw
Идеально
spike
пока все
strat.
исполняет,
But for this
особо
one,
такого.
Lucas's back
Всё идёт
throw,
по плану.
his spike is his down or his back air right there, and the only way
Ну,
I
через
can
арт тут очень...
get,
У него очень
get
много
that
мувов,
hitbox,
чтобы
it's very
подсейвиться.
finicky in
Но он очень
the
хорошо его
overall,
разбирает.
but the only way I could get that is by hitting
Файт вообще очень
the
сложный.
top of the enemy. So that one's like
Там прям вообще,
that one's like
по-моему,
actually
перфект
hard
удары были.
back air to hit, and I probably
Вот
just made it
это.
look easy for no reason.
Флип у Лукаса.
But that's one of the harder spikes to hit in this game.
В общем-то, сейчас снова
Now,
возьмем
hey, look,
Метакнайт.
Broken Knight is back.
Если мы видим Метакнайта, мы берем Метакнайта, все довольно просто.
So this level is very
Потому что он
interesting.
идеальный летчик.
If Dash, you want to mention about a certain funny clip that I'm gonna attempt and hopefully get.
Yeah, so
Ну, Раннер хочет
along
сделать
the left edge you can see
один
like
клип,
these small
но
platforms. Meta Knight
это
can
сложно.
actually upbeat through them in a way and like glitch into the mountains. So at a later point, he'll go up against like a wall and try to upbeat into it
Ну, не
and hope to
получается.
like phase through it essentially.
Yeah, it
Можно
will
клипнуться в
completely
гору.
like broken, because we're playing obviously a broken character. Here I'm doing infinite dimensional cape, a glitch where if you do the right inputs and long enough, you can just be invisible and move along the plane there. So
Но тут
hopefully-
глич
I might
использует,
actually just
будет
go
он
for
будет
this until I
поймать.
get it because it just looks so funny. But I want to time and jump and upbeat to clip into this mountain and just completely go through it.
Yeah, it's very precise.
Сейчас будет очень точный скип.
It's like pixels and that kind
Если у
of
Раннера
thing.
получится.
The time save for this is only 10 seconds, so I've already lost that. So I might as well just get it then. But if I were to go all the way to the top, we'd skip a fight anyway. But yeah. This does have a visual cue, but it's very precise to hit. I might give
Не
this a few
везет.
tries. 'Cause this is just not working out. There we go.
Опа,
So we just
хорош.
clip into the mountain.
Ну,
Да,
просто
его
клипнулся
прямо
в
30
гору
seconds of time
и
loss
полетел
was
до
well worth
конца
your
уровня.
entertainment.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah. Recently I've gotten it more often than not, but I've barely played the game much this month, so
I actually
It's
think
whatever
I've never
there.
gotten it properly.
I use like a very like specific like spot in the background for that
Ну,
visual
как
cue.
же он хорошо сейчас идет.
Like there's a dark spot on one of the rock formations. It's just very awkward. It's always been an awkward thing to get, just because it's like one of the only like strats that involves like pixel, like to the pixel or whatever, something like that.
Yeah. How did you even discover that?
That was another runner who discovered it and said he clipped through the mountain, but he didn't have it on a video. So then the same day, I decided to try it out for myself. He pretty much, he was able to remember, like, I don't know how I lost my glider. He was able to remember the specific spot where he did it, and so I spent like 30 minutes doing it and got it. And then that was the thing.
Он говорит, что другой раннер это сделал, но у него не было видео.
Yeah, it's only 10 seconds, but it's still like.
И, короче, он по рассказам за 3 минуты
So
научился
just
делать
glide
этот
over the cannons.
Открыл
'cause
его,
who
так
needs
сказать.
cannons?
Yeah, gliding is so good in this game.
Now we fight another boss. The only boss be, I think, right? I don't remember. I don't really play Ultimate anymore. The only boss from Subspace to be brought back to Ultimate. Could be wrong. That was pretty good RNG though. And so we just demolish him with Nairs. It's Meta Knight's Nair is pretty good for bosses. You'll see the same thing for Great Maze. And now our heroes
Если честно,
are
можно
trapped
было, кстати,
underground,
взять и катсцен
where
процент
Gallium falls
на
down and
ИСу. Там
we
плюс
use
20
the broken
минут
move
стимейта
that
всего
was
лишь было.
discovered week one
Но
of
зато бы
Brawl's
увидели весь
release
сюжет.
that absolutely kills
И босс-файт,
bosses.
кстати, сейчас
Anyone remembers?
довольно короткий.
Trevor the Rock Smash.
Из-за того, что мы все проходим на изи.
That's how to destroy a boss in Brawl. And so we just kill a boss in like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
But
it's
15
we
секунд,
also
типа,
used in the Great Maze.
тратим на этого
And
босса.
so here we go. Here's time to mention about PAL again, and the reason why we're playing on PAL. So playing on PAL because of pretty much this, like even if the other smaller stuff wasn't a thing, like it'd pretty much just be solely for this. So only on PAL we can actually skip this auto scroller. So I just skipped past an entire auto scroller that I was
Он
supposed to
скипнул,
do
короче, огромную автоскроллер
by
секцию,
skipping the first fight there.
потому что это особенность, короче, вот этот скип, он работает только в PAL-версии.
Like
В
carrying my
регионе
like
PAL.
spawn point over past the auto scroller.
И
And yeah, skip it.
Короче, вот
May just seem like I just died and just
умереть в
which I
определенном
didn't, but
месте позволяет
just
ему
skipped an
скипнуть
entire
целую
like,
секцию.
minute auto scroller. And that in total saves about a minute 20 seconds, a minute 25. And that's the biggest reason why PAL is the fastest. So, to any of the EU audience possibly wanting to ever get into this game, you're already ahead of the curve. Likely having PAL. So, there's that little skip. It's not very hard to do either. You literally just skip over the fight and then you literally just die. You save a minute and a half for dying. I mean, that's some great design, isn't it? So PAL is version 1.01.
Говорят, очень жесткий
For some
скип,
reason,
типа,
even though it
можно,
was
конечно, скипнуть дофига времени, а
Yeah.
потом умереть. Это будет неловко.
earlier or later release,
Кстати,
I can't
классика.
remember.
У
It
большинства
has a
скипов
few
такая
tiny
ситуация, что
differences compared to
если
NDSC, and
ты
that's just
ошибаешься, то
one of
все.
them for subspace. There'll be another that will come up, but like on a much smaller scale.
О,
I didn't mean to get hit by that blue bill, so I had to save myself by teching onto that top wall. Because if I didn't tech, it probably would have been stage spiked.
Yeah.
I didn't want that hammer, but sure.
о, молоточек взял.
Everyone's favorite
Молоточек смешной.
item. So with
Просто
regarding with
чудо-колотушка.
fights and items, some of the good items like hammer, big mushroom, and whatnot, it's not always the best thing to get.
Это все
Like,
предметы,
sometimes it just
которые
really
тут
just want to be
используют.
just normal, just no items for a
Ну,
fight.
то есть, типа,
Because that's pretty much
обычном
how
Smash.
a lot of the fights
бросил.
were optimally like designed for a full RTA speedrun, because it's just
Они там
you never know what you're gonna get.
подкидываются игрокам, чтобы
'Cause this
перекидывать
game is an
баланс в
RNG
разные
generator.
формы, если кто сможет использовать эти предметы.
So there I shortened this auto scroller by entering 100% door in the blast zone so that I can save a few seconds, get this door to spawn up, and I'm gonna die and be Diddy because I'm gonna be going into a very memorable fight for some, and you're gonna see it absolutely demolished. So we're gonna fight Giant Monkey, and we're gonna spawn as Diddy just for a quick
О,
load.
будет
And
здоровенная
we're gonna
манки.
just see him
Огромный дидикон.
get yeeted out of existence. I hope your childhood has been ruined. And now we're gonna go back to Fox because now we need to be speedy again. But that was just a little thing with Diddy. Just one of those few instances where
У меня
I
небольшие
go
технические
into
неполадки.
another area
Я, наверное, на
and
5-10
spawn
минут
in the same
вынужден
character
буду
because fast
отойти.
loads.
Окей. Едем по платформам, по
A bit late.
Вот.
I
Вот
tried to
этим
get that
бочкам.
back here. We're coming up on the halfway point. This is pretty much the halfway point of Subspace. Pretty long.
Тут так достаточно скоростной этап, много
Normally, I think I see
элементов,
with
которые
casual
могут
playthroughs
ускорить
on,
наше
like, at least
передвижение.
easy mode. No, like you never see those anymore. It's always like intense mode. But normally, this game is like casually completable in like 8-12 hours, I'd say.
Вот спросите,
Speedrunners come a
почему
long way since then.
такие предметы вообще есть в этой игре?
It's literally not even that long ago. Literally like a few
Ну,
years
потому
ago.
что
this-
в обычном
Only
Smash Bros.
just
Эти предметы
2.5
используются
hours.
для того, чтобы ускорить передвижение наших
and
врагов
then
с
it gets
арены.
demolished with Dash finding fight
Чтобы
skips and then us
удобнее их
implementing
выкидывать.
it, and then other stuff being figured out later on.
Поэтому вот всякие
Do we have
бочки,
time for a
джампады, они
donation?
тут
Yes, we do.
помогают,
Lovely.
а там
We've got
должны
another
мешать.
$5 from Ara. That says, I'm pretty sure you got the second pause glitch, and I can confirm that at the time when the donation came in, the pause glitch afterwards was met, so the $5 is indeed valid. So thank you so much for that $5 donation right there, buddy.
Thank you, Ara. I actually don't remember if I hit a second one, but I'll
I
take
can
the
remember quite
$5.
clearly.
Okay, I don't. I'll take the $5. There you go.
Thank you so much for the $5 going towards Save the Children.
Alright, so side B into the door.
Как много
there,
зеленых
and
флажков уже
now
на
we're gonna
карте
be playing as Zero Suit
игрового мира.
for the first part. I actually
Вот
figured
это
out
все мы за час
some
прошли.
very annoyingly difficult quick attack movement for this first room with Pikachu a month ago, and Pikachu's
Мы
actually
играем
faster
на Zero Suit Samus.
by like maybe 2
Samus.
seconds. But in
Облегающем
RTA,
костюме.
it's ridiculously hard to do
С
all of it. So I
пистолетом
just
там,
stick
с
with
хвостом.
CSS.
Очень забавная анимация прыжка.
So then just have to get through these blocks, and then instead of using the ladder, we just down air. Then we're
И
coming
тут
up
такой вот
against
срез,
another
короче,
annoying
большой.
fight that can go very wrong, where we fight against
Можно спрыгнуть в одном очень
Samus,
темном
or
месте
Sami, I don't
и
know how you want to call it, two Samuses.
So,
и прыгнуть вниз.
The strat I'm going to be using here is, wow, they just went one or the other way. I'm going to be popping them up with the down air. That's the best.
Да, и интереснее, чем
Yeah,
в
popping
Ultimate,
up
реально.
with, and then thundering them off the top. Right, that wasn't half that bad.
okay, so someone in the chat asked if there was any glitches discovered here in the last 5 years, and
Oh, a lot.
yeah, a lot. Most of the glitches, I want to say, have been found like within the last few years,
Yeah,
like
like
pulse glitch and some fight skips. The snake skip, that one is insane, and it's coming up like
yeah.
soon-ish.
My marathon run that I did 8 months ago, I got it, so
Так.
hopefully I can get it
Теперь уже
again.
Самус в костюме.
It's pretty difficult, but yeah. So I picked Samus pretty much because we're going to be doing a death warp / fight skip. Because I do want to be Pikachu for the end, so I want to spawn as Samus, I accidentally short hop there, which I shouldn't have done. So I had to do an up B to get to the specific spot.
Похоже, ранее разруинил
So
шорткат.
I just skipped a fight with that
Или
death
нет?
warp and thundered
Да,
up
он
button
скипнул
to
все-таки. Сделал
make these
дизворп.
platforms.
И
Now,
он
hopefully
еще,
we're gonna see
понимаете, он
some
убивает двух
really
зайцев, он
fast-paced
делает
quick attack
дизворп,
movement.
и он получает сразу, так как он летает, он получает другого персонажа. Ему как раз такой Пикачу нужен. Такая вот секция с порталами. Для Пикачу она супер быстро проходится. Пикачу
So I
просто
just did a bunch
создан
of
для
quick
этого
attacks
места.
because that's the fastest movement, obviously, and that was pretty
Вот
much
его
perfect.
дэш, он как бы
So now we have another boss.
очень
It's
скоростной.
the guy that was too big to be in Smash. Here he is too big to be in Smash, so he's a boss. And
И
sadly,
мы
we don't have
встречаем
any good characters for
Ридли,
this fight.
это
Both
вот
Samus
враг
and
Самус.
Pikachu, I'd say, suck.
Из Метроид.
So the best we have
Он
is
наемник или типа того.
Pikachu up smash. And
И,
hopefully
короче,
get good RNG moves.
у него, кстати, очень
Another
неприятная
one.
атака с грабом. Но он ее не использует.
There you go.
Просто летает тут и получает удара. Вот Пикачу.
So hopefully that was an enjoyable level. It's pretty much one of the enjoyable ones past the Samus fights. Doing
Yeah.
everything right. So now, hey look, we're playing a
У нас
fast
тут на
swing.
выбор
Why is he so
Алимар и
fast?
Капитан Фалькон.
Why does he look so
Капитан
slow?
Фалькона.
Chord mechanics. So yeah.
Да,
run speed
Капитан Фалькон давно
with
не
faster
получал
characters
таких игр.
nerfed just because Sakurai felt like it.
Но хотя бы
But definitely better
Метро,
than
серии
one.
Метроида повезло. Там
There's another pause which I was gonna
новую
go
часть
for, but
показали.
I think it was a bit early. So I just do this fight normally. And we're coming up into a very horrendous
Но мы надеемся, что
Word
Nintendo
fight,
не
I
забыл
hate.
про Капитана Фалькона.
where we actually are gonna be Monkey again. I promised he'll be back. But first we have to be Falcon.
Отлично, просто толпу врагов сразу ударом так сметает.
Yeah, so
Грамотно.
Tech won't be picking up any stickers because they are
И-
banned for this category.
Сейчас мы гасим всех за Фалькона, а потом нам надо return to monkey.
So now I'm gonna die. That metal helped a lot.
Вот,
to
спрыгиваем
despawn those
специально.
Shaders.
И мы
If no one's
Donkey
on
Kong.
screen, they'll just despawn.
DK,
I'm gonna do a funny
Donkey
monkey
Kong,
slap and battle you already,
Coconut Gun.
and hope I get big mushroom.
Ту. Просто бьем по земле.
Hope these guys all run the
Мне это напоминает, короче, спидран всех персонажей в
That horde fight
Smash Bros.
is
Ultimate,
very annoying if you get just
где,
random bad RNG.
короче,
It's-
Donkey Kong
it can
стоит,
go all
бьет
different
по
types of
земле,
ways,
а
but-
Стив из Майнкрафта
So
что-то любит
this
крафтить.
first part of this level is
И это
funny. You're
там
gonna see
типа
some
происходит
hopefully
первые минут
really
20
cool
экрана,
Meta Knight vertical
а
move.
потом они там открывают всех
There's
персонажей.
a cycle at the top with the barrel that I want to make. That's very hard to do. I have to like pretty much not mess up a single thing.
Там, по-моему, в Ультимейте даже сейчас нельзя
Yeah,
ночить
this movement is
персонажей.
really clean, and it's been like
Amiibo-ми.
flagged by Techstrobe here. He's focused a lot on like
yes.
individual levels and completely mastered them.
Alright, there you go. I didn't make the barrel cycle.
Отличная
but
секция на
still
Метанайте.
pretty good. It's very
Клево
hard to
пролетает.
get into that barrel in the middle of those barrels there. But yeah, that was some pretty sick Mennonite movement, right? But then you're pretty hyped to see what's next. Alright, enjoy a 2-minute auto-scroller. And here's where donations are best.
Двухминутный автоскроллер.
Absolutely right. We have got a few donations coming in. Let me just refresh. So we've got
Вот это,
$25
конечно,
from
мое
Numpty
почтение.
that says first time seeing a Smash Bros speedrun, and it's awesome. Thanks for the entertaining run and all for a great cause as well. And that goes towards. Ooh, they've chosen Black Penguin for the blindfold choice for the very next run for Bubsia with Super Smash Bros. Melee. So that's $25 going to Black Penguin. Thank you so much, Numpty. And also we've got a $50 donation from, let me pronounce his name, is Pistenswerg. And that goes towards 2 incentives. Also, the comment is just less
Ну,
than
вот это
3.
мувмент пошел.
So the incentives that it goes towards is the Dark Sassy, any percent bonus game within the Dark Souls free run, and then Super Mario 64 70-star, the blindfolded showcase of the LBLJ.
Райнер, ты чё?
Both $25 towards each bid
Жестко.
incentive. Thank you both so much for your donations there.
Yep. Thank you. This is definitely a good watch. As I'm saying that as an auto-scroller is playing out. But yeah, this is honestly the majority of this run is quite fast-paced, regardless of Brawl's like slower sort of mechanics and gameplay compared to other Smash releases. But it is definitely a very good watch, very fun run. It's pretty much the like grand run of Smash.
Райнер говорит, что Brawl, он достаточно медленный среди Smash-броссов.
Just use a whole bunch of different characters, a bunch of different mechanics.
Сюжетка у него
and
достаточно
very
прикольная.
enjoyable. I keep accidentally hitting the wrong one first there. Now I have to pay the price by that. Okay, so this is a case of ooh, big Meta Knight. You think that's good? No, that's bad. That's very bad.
Он случайно подхватил апгрейд на
There's your reasons why.
предмет на то, чтобы
So,
сделать
yeah,
его большим.
good
Это хорошая
RNG
проблема.
per se is not always the best. So I guess really quickly, I haven't mentioned. I don't know if you're gonna. I can't think of any others. Or well, you're gonna see a lot in Maze. Is when I was entering this area, I was doing a lot of.
Лукарио, то покемон такой.
I was doing a lot of.
Ну, в общем-то, все уже сказано.
Some
Покемон
people that might
летел.
look weird, but actually the end lag of
Такие
Meta
дела.
Knight's full hops, like air hops, he does have end lag, and to cancel that out, I try to perfectly get a up air each, like hopefully the frame after the jump, and that will cancel out the lag, and it's a little bit faster movement.
На каком этапе?
And you'll be seeing quite a bunch of that in Maze.
Большую часть игры, как я вижу, мы уже прошли.
Ну, мы прошли 2-минутный автоскроллер сейчас. Это уже хорошо.
This level used to be Yoshi used to be the optimal character until decided to try out Kirby, mainly because his load is like a second and a half faster into this level than Yoshi. But he actually ends up having really sick strats that I was hopefully gonna do until I picked up a hammer, where I would constantly kill these waves of gliders that are spawning below and hit them into each other, and it's pretty cool, but sadly I can't do that because RNG.
Там есть крутая страта, что можно молоточком бомбы кидать, и чтобы они друг друга убивали. Но рандом не позволил сказать это.
Pretty much a Yoshi stage until we actually decided to use Kirby like a few months ago. This hammer will hopefully be good. Big Kibby with the hammer.
Снова молоточек. Это хорошо. Быстрая победа.
And now we're coming up on the wow moment, the wowie moment, where I'm going to be doing a skip that I recently added to runs last year. That is 20-second time save if done, and 40 seconds if 40-second time loss if not done correctly. But
вот это, конечно, техника дэша на почтение. Он канцелит ее выстрелом гранаты. Это, по-моему, как раз атака, которая откидывает.
Okay, let's see if he gets it.
Но при этом он канцелит минометом. Кстати, отлично, мы ушли.
Ну тоже
сейчас мы упадем. О, идеально. С первого раза, как говорится.
I have no clue how. I was way too far on the first one.
Райер говорит, что он понятия не имеет, как он
don't know why it's fair.
Залетел. Ну мы,
Alright,
короче,
snake skip. I
цепляемся
just skipped an
за
entire room
за сайфер
where there's a
и
bunch of portals
летим.
and buttons after hitting those portals.
Вот.
And instead I said no.
И
Sakurai,
просто
no.
в оба
I will
улетаем очень люто.
Yeah.
And
So,
I just...
Прям
you
под
can
конец
explain it,
Yeah,
уровня.
I can explain the escape. So you can actually start the level by going above, like this place at the beginning where you just fall
Yeah,
down.
the geometry is just below the blast zone, like the top geometry, so...
Там,
we're
где
able
мы
to do that. You'll
заспавнились
see
на
it happening
снайке,
in
там,
another
короче,
skip soon.
можно было просто
Yeah.
вылезти
So
за
this
уровень.
skip
Там
was theorized
геометрии не
by
было
another
никакой.
runner. I think
Так
was
мы высоко
Gary G.
спавнимся, и вот
And
когда он
he
сразу
tried it
типа
out,
вот так
and he
вот
got like
прыгает,
somewhat close, but he never got it.
то
And
он
then I tried
залетает.
it like myself a lot and didn't get it. And then in a world record run, Rubber Ducky Assassin, who got the world record in a run, he asked me in the chat if I had heard of the skip and asked me to try it. And I tried it while he got the world record, and I managed to pull it off to prove it was possible. And now we finally, like maybe a year later or even more, we have started to implement it into runs.
Yep. So...
Этот скип нашли во время одного из, короче, VR-ов там. Чел ставил VR и сказал другому после VR, мол, попробуй этот скип сделать, и у того получилось. Как бы решили потом, через год уже ввели этот скип, правда, нормально. Так, вот это не повезло.
Where we just down smash Zelda and Peach. Go away. That's one of the worst fights.
Выкинули Пич и Зельду. Не очень удачно.
Alright. So now we got through that level. That's definitely one of the more worrying ones. Before my current record of 152, I had attempted snake skip in 2 previous records, and I was not able to get them, but the current record was the first time I...
Все арены, на которых мы можем теоретически умереть, мы проходим с первого раза. Это хорошо.
With snake skip in it, and that time just now is probably literally the 6th time I've done it in a full run. Like, it's really not common at all for me to get it.
Yeah, I think we're the only two who has ever done it in a run.
Yeah.
Давно мы не были шейком.
Short up. Yeah.
Шиком, или как его?
Он шик. Я не знаю, всегда...
Is better than Peach at this level, because movement. Fun fact,
в русской локализации зовут шик.
That enemy, the blue enemy, is a enemy that was cut from subspace. Model still exists, called the Jizzo. Or Mizo, I think. Mizo.
Метод передвижения у него шикарный. Мы чаржимся вперед.
I'm pretty sure. It was gonna be in the water levels, but then they cut it for some reason. Okay. Please. So, just a case of doing a specific hitbox, specific move to kill those enemies. Supposed to get the strong hit in there, but kind of flubbed that. And so at the end of this level is a
Такое тоже
moving
иногда бывает.
section. So if I want to get to there in time to reach a door, I have to move through this. And I'm taking a lot of damage. And okay. Alright, Peach ending, I guess. Oh, that was bad. So...
Вот сейчас, кстати, мы задели шипы, но из-за механики игры, которая дает нам фреймовые уязвимости во время дэша в прыжке, мы не получили урон.
I have not done this in ages. Okay. So now we're just gonna be Peach and float to the end. Right, but yeah, I was trying to make that door cycle hopefully stay under 100%, because just like in Melee, if you're over 100%, your ledge get-ups are slower.
Ну, это, кстати, печально.
I do like rolls from ledge with Sheik because of the chain movement. So now we're fighting Duon, a very annoying boss. And Snake is the fastest character that we know of with F-tilt. And we just do a bunch of F-tilts and then the fight's over. And hopefully we get some good RNG from the moves and probably item spawns. No, it's good. Right. I mean, this is good. move RNG that's not hitting me. And then that happens. Grenade. So yeah.
Yeah.
Item RNG can be very helpful in this, but sometimes you just never get it. So now we have a very unique stage here, where I'm going to be doing a cool little clip into the level with
Yes.
Pikachu.
The elevator clip.
So just by literally timing the...
Nintendo, кстати, любит
Just run
выпускать
into the
старые
wall.
арены в
Oh.
новых красках.
I was supposed to go through the rest of the level. Oh well. I still made it over. This barely saves much time if I don't get to the... Go through the rest of the level.
Nintendo
But
любит
yeah, I
старые
just clipped
вещи
through the
продавать 2 раза.
first part of the level with
Ну почему 2? 3. Бывает еще больше.
running into the wall, and
Да.
we're able to just skip a bit of elevator.
Роботы,
elevator
робы.
downtime,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So you're supposed to instantly die if you get squished. But you can't get
Пересдать
squished when you're in
Марио
the
64
bonking
на
against the wall animation.
Nintendo Switch это был
Yep.
супер
Alright, now
сильный
we're
ход.
coming up on
Я
every
купил,
speedrunner's
кстати, я
nightmare.
купил. Сразу в
In
деньги.
this game,
А, да?
Да.
Bomb Factory 2 is an awful.
Ну, это...
Я решил воздержаться, потому что
You
Super
have
Mario Maker
very
2 это
annoying
все. Это идеал.
RNG and
Ну, тут да.
that
Тут
can go wrong.
сложно,
You
конечно.
have a
После
horde
Super
fight
Mario
that is
Maker.
just horrible.
Но я решил,
And
что,
they fight
типа,
skip that if you're on
покупать
good pace.
все
Very, very
консоли
nervous and easy
и
to fail.
игры
That's
из
fun. Oh yeah, and then a
этого
boss.
сборника,
Boss
наверное,
level.
дороже выйдет.
Everything you want to speedrun.
Поэтому проще взять
So, what's your least favorite stage
На
in
Switch.
Subspace?
Ну что, получается, что у тебя на следующем
This?
ГДК или ESA в качестве раннера в Super Mario
I think this might be, like, my
64?
second
Там
worst, or
этот
least favorite.
самый
The
обратный
worst one for
лонг-джамп
me
не
is
работает.
the
Чё там
giant
делать
tree
не
worms,
работает?
the swamp.
Swamp, yeah.
Yeah,
Normally,
Работает?
there's normally a select few that.
Не знаю, я, короче,
majority
что-то когда
run this
начиналось,
way.
может, и
Please
занашлись
don't
там.
happen again.
Ну,
Okay.
короче,
I nearly died there because like
по-моему,
Yeah,
нет. Ну и
really
там проблема в том, что в основном его
luckily
типа
got the
ранят
edge.
весь
If I
сборник
died
сразу.
there, it would have been
А не
literally the
от-
marathon
не
run
отдельные
8
какие-то
months ago
категории.
all over again, and I would have been sad. So now this
Так это
room
же
is
еще
just
лучше.
hitting a few buttons
Можно
and
стать раннером настоящего сборника.
Captain Falcon
Это
is
как мы
pretty good
обсуждали
for
в
this,
марафон всех
first part
финалов
of this
подряд. Там
level.
всего-то 300
Yeah.
часов, наверное, уйдет.
Да, да.
Okay, so
Или
I
там
think I
эти
should
самые,
mention
все
we got
Megami
the
Tensei
Dylan
игры.
Stash in the chat. He is the passer of this game,
Не-не-не,
and
тут
like
уже
a week
больше.
ago, he completed
Хотя
the
нет.
task of the entire
5
Subspace
частей
Emissary
Shin
on his
Megami,
hands.
5 частей Персоны,
So,
каждая там по
absolutely give that a
30.
watch.
Ну так, да, тоже
It's
где-то 300 часов
absurd.
можно
He
насквести.
did
Ну
second
все,
one.
это самое. Закончим.
He
С
finished the first
рестрима
one
можно
a few
начинать
months prior,
все
and then
Megami
just
Tensei
felt like,
проходить,
hey, I
потом
forgot
их
doing
гранить.
another one for some
Let's do it
reason.
again.
And then
Ну, кстати,
saved,
если
what,
после
7
рестрима
minutes?
начать на 100%
Very
проходить все Shin
interesting,
Megami Tensei,
especially
все персоны,
Maze,
все
used
части
a different
финалки,
character,
то мы
it's
как
quite
раз
explosive, haha,
дождемся как
funny pun.
минимум ESA
So I would
Summer
say, go watch that,
2022.
yeah. If you enjoy watching
попадем
games get
в
blown to
временной.
shreds, that
в
task is
Книгу
definitely
рекордов
doable.
Гиннесса,
Yeah.
как самый
So I
продолжительный
could do a
спидран в
cosplay
истории.
here, but I'm not very comfortable with
Книгу,
it. If I do it correct, if I
призеров
go for it
Дарвина,
and do it
короче.
correctly, I could actually skip
Ну,
the
кстати, да.
key that I'm supposed to
Премию
get
Дарвина
here.
и человеку,
It
который
looks very
захочет
cool,
пройти все
but I
части
just
финалки
the timing
марафоном на
and visual
100%,
cue,
это да.
I'm not very used to it recently. So we're just gonna take our key and go.
Ну, по ключик
Now we're going
берем,
into a
открываем дверь.
horrible
Сейчас можно играть за Роба,
run. Very
но
easily.
мы берем Капитана
And-
Фалькона.
Falcon is
Но главная
Oh,
тема
yeah,
Супер
that's
Смэш Брос
beginning.
такая
You just
пафосная.
wait at the edge.
yeah. We just wait.
Ну, сама игра
towards
как
the
бы
blast zone to,
не сказать,
despawn
что
Auroras
не ведет себя
that are-
пафосно.
that are
Там
at the
такие
top.
заставки.
And though pretty much you need to kill them to spawn in others. Very nice mind bomb game. And then here's another case.
Я очень много
of,
глупых
I
мемов
don't want a
видел
big
под
mushroom.
музыку.
This is actually like
Ну,
the worst time
где
to
там
do it.
Мемы
разные
это, кстати, да.
разный
'cause
бред,
these-
короче,
it
на
just
экране,
doesn't
и
hit
типа
them.
вот этот персонаж присоединяется к бою.
So if I hit the Nagagogs, these enemies, they'll like spawn into their bigger states if I don't hit them quick enough. Just some enemies in this game are very annoying to get by. Okay, I'm gonna hit him this
Ну,
direction.
спидран,
so I can
ой,
make this
вообще
encounter.
комьюнити Smash
So I'm
Bros
gonna do
очень
a set,
веселая.
way of these kills so that I can one-shot them like that.
Ну, насчет
Little
веселого
Falcon
комьюнити
for the fans, and
Smash Bros.
here's
Я
another
согласен.
minute
Но если
time
ты
save
начинаешь
by
играть в него
skipping an auto-scroll.
профессионально,
Yeah,
как в Штатах есть специальные
this time
про-команды,
save
то
or
там
thing was
людям
actually
уже не
initially
весело.
discovered by Dylan Stash, the taster.
Да, и
О,
лучше
And so
не
just like
связываться
the
с этим
snake
делом,
skip, we
если вы
can
молодой.
skip over to the top of the geometry because it doesn't reach early the blast zone. And we SD because on PAL, that's where the time save is. We can do that exact same thing on NTSC, but on PAL, the camera gets locked for some reason rather than being unlocked. And so by that, on PAL, doing that version, because we can SD rather than having to go all the way down and be robbed, we can pick Falcon and be a fast faller and get through these next few
Вот это,
sections.
конечно, пошел.
And
Yeah.
then we
Skip.
save 7
Антон, да,
seconds around that.
начинается
So
спидран
that's the
настоящий.
second biggest time save with PAL. The 1 minute 25 second auto scroller skip in Wilds 2, and then like 7-second time save.
Минуту
for the PAL
25
version of the Bomb 2
скроллер, короче, скипаешь.
Yeah.
So now we are Monkey again. We are gonna be Monkey to
Сейчас, кстати, музыка из Метроида,
destroy
что ли?
another boss.
Сейчас бусфайт, кстати, будет.
Метал
this-
версия.
Fight is always
Да, вот.
one of the most
Металлический
annoying
Ридли.
bosses because it can go really
Нет,
good or
Ридли.
really bad. It all just depends on the timings of when Meta Ridley leaves and whatnot. This is really good RNG, so I can just up B here.
Ну
If I
как,
didn't
влезает,
one hit, I
пусть
would've
мать,
killed
сунем.
him at
Сунем.
142, which would have been pretty good.
Ну или коленочка.
140 or above is still really good, so that wasn't half bad of a level. That's one of the scariest for runners, especially because it's at the end, and it's got everything bad in it that you don't want.
Как уже много уровней пройдено.
Do we have some time for some donations?
Yes, we're actually coming up on another auto scroller.
Good timing. Right, we have $25 from Rachel Ham. No comments, but their donation goes towards the Dark Sassy Any % a bid incentive. Let me just do a refresh to see where we're at the moment. Currently at $870 out of 1,500. I swear I get that math always wrong. So not too much to reach that bonus game and a bit more Dark Souls in your life. And we've also got a $10 donation from Rox that says, "Can't believe Tech is running the best Kirby game on the main stage.
Oh, God.
Good luck on the rest of the run." And that goes again towards the Dark Sassy incentive. So thank you guys both for your donations. Thank you so much.
The Kirby game nod, because people do say this is a Kirby game. It's made by Sakurai, the main protagonist is Kirby, blah blah blah, this and that. So that's like pretty much the reason for why people may call it a Kirby game. So now we're gonna be doing another broken Meta
Это
Knight
как
guide.
уровень с Кирби, ну короче.
I mean, of course we are.
Yeah,
Тут
we'll find
тут злодей с Кирби.
And we're skipping out
Там сказать,
three fights
обратная сторона Кирби пошла.
just because Sakurai allowed us to. Alright. So now we have 2 more levels, and these 2 upcoming levels are the levels where we choose to save whoever we want, however many characters we want, to take into the Great Maze, and I'm only going to be saving... I did the wrong movement. I have to save myself with an up B. Watch this. Oh, I guess not. Alright, Luigi level, I guess. I did the complete wrong movement at the start. I was thinking of the IO movement, which I should have not done.
Немедленно
I want to
подходим
be
к
Ness.
концу рана.
I was gonna show off some cool up B strat that I've been getting a lot recently, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm not familiar with
И
Luigi. In
сейчас
this level,
рано
so
ошибся.
Yeah,
this is gonna be bad.
Серьезно ошибся.
Luigi and DDD are like really slow here, except for in tool assisted.
What did they
Теперь
take
нам
that
придется
taxi?
проходить все на Уиджи.
This is
Oh no.
Alright. But for this level, I'm actually be saving a few characters. I'm pretty much only going to save Charizard, which we have to take a little detour from the ending here to get him. Charizard will help us because of him being the boss killer. He'll help us with 2 bosses in the maze. And then I'm saving a few other characters here, DK, and they're pretty much the rest here in this level are just for menuing. Just to make it quicker to pick, you know, guess who, Meta Knight
Yeah.
for the Great Maze.
Луиджи,
Because we do
конечно,
a couple of
красиво
strats where we
делает.
do quit out of the maze
Акробат.
just to save time from backtracking.
Профессионал, профессионал.
Да, профессиональный водопроводчик.
Так же, как и Марио.
Did I
Лучший в
pick up
своем
Marth?
деле.
I can't remember.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah, there's just only 3 other characters here.
Марио и Луиджи Марио.
Alright. I tried to do nest movement.
Как гласит один неканоничный источник.
Alright. Well, at least I'm gonna get a fast load into the level, because
А,
we're coming back full circle.
Луиджи
Правильно.
отвалился.
Where I am
Приходится
going to
на медленном King DDD.
suck up Bowser, just like we did with Mario in the first
King
minute of the
DDD,
run.
он, короче...
And hopefully not get bad RNG. Alright, decent. And goodbye.
Ну вы поняли. Он, короче, да. Он короткий.
он медленный, но сильный.
So now we have the last level before the Great Maze.
И снова, кстати, очередная
The
победа
second
путем
one
того,
where
что
we
мы
save
сильным противника
characters,
раньше,
but
чем
obviously
себя.
I'm not saving everyone. The only character I'm saving here is Meta Knight, because Meta Knight, yeah, that's all you get, Meta Knight. I don't need to explain anything else. Meta Knight in the maze is just completely broken. He's been used since pretty much the beginning of time.
Beginning of time.
Yeah. And so he's just literally gonna just up B and glide everywhere. Oh, I was thinking of the wrong room. I did not want to down B, but sure.
Are we gonna see pause glitch here?
Yeah, I always go for it. I actually, last night
В
when I
общем, на
did
этом
my
уровне нам
second
надо спасти
DRUSC
метод.
run for ESA,
Мета-Найт.
I actually
Кстати,
got
как
it.
правильно перевести
You know,
мета-рыцаря?
and I think that was the
Мета-рыцарь.
first time I actually got it.
Он
in
типа,
NG, because
как
I've gotten
это
it
сказать,
in NG
это
plus
как...
runs, because in NG plus where you play on obviously a completed file and do
Сейчас мысли
whatever levels in
соберусь, я
whatever
уже немного
order.
подзаснул.
I've gotten it plenty of times there, but I think that
Ну, это типа как квантовый рыцарь.
I got it
То есть
in
он
a full run, and it actually is a really
Мета,
cool one, 'cause it's the
в
one that
таком
saves the
понимании мета.
most time out of any
Это я
fight in
как
this
раз таки
game.
понимаю,
I
я
think
просто
it's
не
like
понимаю,
12
как бы это
seconds.
на русском правильно назвать. Проблема
The
в
visual
переводе.
cue is very awkward that I
Имен
use, but
персонажа.
Ну, типа, я думаю, приставка мета, она...
doing the fight
В русском
normally
тоже
isn't that
работает.
bad, but like the,
Ну,
you just
кстати,
skip
да.
so many
Мета-ирония,
extra fight that you can
например.
skip with this pause
Вот,
glitch.
мета-рыцаря.
Ну нет, у нас
Being nice to
посторонняя
get through
тоже.
pause
Хотя
glitches. You know, marathon
Всё
run.
возможно.
Normally my average is like 2, but normally there are 2 pretty easy ones. Yeah, that was like a frame early, so I would have just up aired that primate that I hit, and then just went off to the right and just died, and then just spawn into the door, pretty much. Hopefully that's all of them. All right, that was a really good fight. Cool.
Do we have
Right.
some time for some donations?
Yep.
Lovely. We have got $20 from Jarrett that says, I love you all. No, you first off. No, we love you right back. And that $20 goes towards the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic any percent. And the choice is randomized heads. That's going to be hilarious. And we've also
О,
got
там
$50 anonymous
донатят
donation.
на рандомные головы,
No
которые...
comments, but it does go towards that blindfolded LBLJ for the Super Mario
Это для
64
всех персонажей,
7-star run.
получается, там будет.
Thank you guys
Очень смешно.
for the donations.
Очень смешно.
Alright, now we're coming up to everyone's favorite part.
К этому
of
ничего не будет видно, потому
the
что там
mode,
постоянно будут
the
сейвиться.
Great Maze, where everyone gets lost and spends
И главный
days
герой, он типа
trying to figure out where to
в
go.
костюме.
And I am just going to completely obliterate your childhood in hopefully less than 30 minutes. So clearly Meta Knight, being the triple S tier that he is in this game, we're going to be using him for pretty much almost everything in the maze. Most boss kills, all enemy kills, movement, blah blah blah, this and that. So the Great Maze, if people don't know about Subspace and the Great Maze is pretty much just a recreation of the entire Subspace Emissary in this whole little world, and little bits and pieces of the environment are kind of added together, and all the characters are falsified. So we try to kill them. That was bad, the Iron Pit, that should not kill. So now, what I do for the majority of the kills are going to be pretty much dash attack up B. That's just the fastest way to kill these enemies on easy mode.
Полетели.
And for the character fights, they're going to be
Meta
spawning
Knight всегда
on...
будет так проходить, если на то пошло.
They have different
Абсолютно
terrain, like
всегда
different
мы
platforms
будем
and
куда-то
whatnot.
лететь.
So all these fights are kind of different in their own little way. Why you trip?
Ну,
That was not.
зеленый Кирби.
So some characters I'll just straight up just
Кирби что-то
run,
съел,
dash,
похоже.
up B them. Some
О,
drop
нет,
down
там
platforms,
донатят
some I just
на
have to do,
Dark
like,
Sassy.
completely different strat.
Как
That's
вот
the
наш гейм.
uniqueness with the Great Maze in the speedrun.
Dark Souls
Also,
3.
the route is been pretty uniform for most of its time, outside of one change from like a few years ago towards the end. It's been pretty much the same. It's like very like linear where to go, because you can only unlock certain areas after beating a certain character. Like I can, like this second half, this top right portion, I'm only going to be able to get to once I actually go over here and demolish Yoshi real quick. Yeah, the Great Maze in the speedrun is quite fast-paced, and actually,
В общем-то,
I would like to
клево,
talk
что
about
спидран
my
в целом
grind
он
with the
очень
Great Maze,
бодрый,
because when I started speedrunning,
если не считать вот
Brawl,
эти... Ну, то есть там очень много надо действий
early
делать
2017,
постоянно,
it was pretty much mostly Great Maze.
лупить по кнопкам.
And then recently, I actually brought the final time of the Great Maze down to quite possibly the last minute barrier it will ever see. Maybe like some super zoomer in 2032 will just demolish my time anyway, but yeah, for now. And that's definitely one of the best achievements I've had in speedrunning, where I brought the Great Maze time down to a 26.
Can I make a quick announcement?
Yes.
We are very, very close to $43,000 raised. We are just $110 away. Can we meet that $43,000 by the end of the run? We got about half an hour left. I'd love to see some donations from you guys. I'd love to see some donation messages from you guys about what your favorite Super Smash Bros. Character is actually. So please don't forget to
Там
send
байтят
your
на донаты,
donations towards
спрашивают,
Save the
какой
Children
ваш
by
любимый
doing
персонаж Smash
donation in the
Bros.
chat, or also go to
Кстати,
the comments below the stream.
ребята,
Favorite Smash
какие
Bros.
ваши
character?
любимые
I guess I
персонажи в
can
Smash Bros?
add on to that. Who's mine?
Ну, грамотный байт
It's
это
totally
всегда
like
хорошо.
he's not on the screen or anything.
Все на благие
I
цели.
definitely like Brawl Meta. People make
Я
sense
что-то
like all
персону
broken and whatnot,
посмотрел,
but,
мне
like,
захотелось
he's
Джокера
just
купить.
insanely
Потом
fun.
посмотрел цену на
Yeah, he
Джокера,
really
мне
is. He's my
расхотелось.
favorite too.
He's definitely
Да,
if you
да,
play
да,
him
точно
long
так
enough.
же. Что самое
Understand
интересное, издание
movement and
называется
whatnot, it's
Ultimate,
just
в Ultimate не все
Some of the
персонажи.
most fun you'll have with the
Так.
character.
Solid
So
Snake.
far this maze has been
Да, Solid Snake хорош.
great.
Может летать, кидать гранаты,
With
мины.
RNG.
Я вот недавно
Sadly.
играл на Снейке
There's a
и
little theory
срал под себя минами во
Great
время
Maze
полета. Это было
that
эффективно.
I sometimes rant about. I'm not gonna like rant about it here. Real quick. Infinite dimensional cape or invisible dimensional cape, whatever it is.
Типа мины.
You'll see
У
that
нас он
another
будет фреймы на
time
Метанайте. Вот этот
at the end of the
момент.
run. Just a little bit of a time save, then just normal
И
movement.
Кирби.
But my little
Kirby,
theory about the Great Maze is that
Великолепный
it has set
персонаж.
seeds. Yes, it's like Minecraft. That it has set seeds of whether or not a enemy will have a certain pattern or not. because all enemies have like certain patterns that they'll do. It's like very recognizable once you played it a bunch. But that my theory is that the maze has set seeds, and I don't know how to activate a certain seed or whatnot, but just nothing.
Мне нравится
no character's
Варио.
ever the same. Oops, I
Он
did the
смешной.
wrong character order. I'm barely paying attention. So here I did a quit out.
Ну,
just to
Варио,
save time
кстати,
backtracking, and I was supposed to
в
pick
этом
Charizard first,
в Animal Crossing очень забавный костюм Варио
and then I
получается.
pick Mennonite.
Он
Because we
прямо
do
такой.
SD, we only pick Charizard here to do a boss, and then he's
Когда-нибудь
spoiler.
я вырасту,
He's for taboo and
начну работать и
And then I pick Kirby third because you
Куплю
never
себе
know
Animal
what's going to
Crossing.
happen with Mennonite. Kirby's actually a decent backup.
Я себе взял Switch сразу с Animal Crossing, потому что какой смысл
So you
свеча
just
без Animal
demolish
Crossing?
Duon real quick.
неплохо. Я по акции
with
брал,
Rock
поэтому там
Smash
только,
because
по-моему, у меня был
Base
бандл с Марио
Sakurai.
Карт.
and then spawn a Squirtle because
Ну,
it's
зато
actually
там,
faster
типа,
to
это
SD with
стоило
Squirtle than Charizard
1018.
into this room.
Ну, тогда еще Switch дешевле был. Не то, что сейчас.
Alright, now we're
Хотя,
coming up on
конечно,
some of
последнее вот
more
это издание
annoying
за 30
characters.
тысяч,
So,
оно выглядит
well, I messed
прикольно.
up that tornado.
И я бы даже купил, если
So
бы у меня не
some
было
characters,
Switch'а.
for
Если
some
бы у
odd
меня были
reason,
деньги.
are more annoying than others.
Потому что у Switch'а на самом деле
And
много
by that I
проблем.
mean they'll just be like give you more of a hard
Хорошо,
time.
когда часть их
Mostly, like
фиксит.
more commonly give you a very annoying
Но
pattern.
основная проблема свеча
And
это как раз таки
Just Brawl AI.
ценовая политика
It's
Nintendo.
just constant jumping. Oh no, I wanted to get that. He'll probably die. Yeah.
Ну, в
So
принципе,
Brawl
этот,
AI is very
Light
interesting in
Switch
subspace.
довольно
Some characters are more annoying than others.
доступный.
Yeah.
Go down.
В принципе, есть всякие бонусные программы, там, скидки в ритейлах, и это круто.
So there's another in this room. There's actually
Потому
another
что
elevator
большая
quest
часть
that I could
игр
have done, but it
не берется
saves like
в
30
eShop
seconds
за
and
4000,
like to
а
actually do
берется
the
там в
click the
ритейле
wait time
со
is just
скидкой.
ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yes.
Даже забавно
Lovely,
получается,
we
вот там
have
всякие
$50 from Glaurung that says
СМТ
donating for
Ноктюрн
the
там
record busting
и
Super Zoomer
это
who ain't
самое,
even born yet or anything.
Персона
Thank you so-
Strikers, они там
Thank you so
стоят
much for the
чуть
$50
не дешевле,
Glaurung.
чем на
And we are
компе.
now
Я там по
$60
таких
away.
скидках брал.
Well, we're actually $50 away now from the 43,000 Mets. So, thank you guys so much for your donations. I think we might be reading another donation very shortly as well.
Yes, go ahead.
Awesome. Just waiting for those to come through. I think I can see them now. So we've got $5 from
так что да, у нас
RUSC that
достаточно
says, I
дешевые игры.
played so much Brawl in college
И
that I used to skip classes to play more.
СМТ в
So
eShop,
this
в
is
eShop
amazing to
дороже,
see.
а вот это самое. У меня, короче, вообще
Played so quickly. My
издание
favorite Smash Bros. characters
коробочки,
will always
оно
be
без картриджа, но есть еще, короче, издание коробочки с картриджем.
And that
Ничего
goes towards the
себе,
Dark Sassy
там
80% bid. So thank you so much for the $5 towards
читатель
that
эхо
donation.
включил.
And we've also got another $5 donation from Asti that says, starting with Smash Bros. On
СМТ
the
не
N64,
пятая,
I've always played Link
третья
until Ultimate brought out
ремастер.
Byleth. Now, Ima goes burr. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. That also goes towards the Dark Sassy
Спокойно,
80% as well.
спокойно.
So we are now
Комната
$50
ожидания
away
СМТ5.
from 43,000. Can we get that met before the end of the run?
Да, СМТ5 тебе придется по full прайсу брать, скорее всего.
20 minutes or so. Also, that was a completely horrible Meta Knight fight. Just Brawl AI sometimes. Alright. Speed. Oh, well, I didn't get my DI'd away. Alright, thanks for setting up that free kill.
Отлично ранее справляется.
There was something I was gonna say.
Чё
and I
только
just completely
43к
forgot.
собрали,
Just
раньше
know
миллион
we have those
минимум
moments.
собирали, что случилось.
Yeah.
Ох уж эти люди,
Now it's
которые
just
не
gonna be
отвечают
stuck
далека
for me
от
for like
USA.
another 10 minutes.
Well, we could talk about like
Короче,
the
это
DI
этот
in this
европейский
game. I'm
марафон.
sure there's a lot of
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
don't know
На
what that
американском собирают много, но и
So,
европейском он
yeah,
вообще
yeah.
еле живой.
is. Yeah.
Хотя
So,
достаточно
it stands for
ламповый.
directional
И
influence.
Вот на
Whenever
на
a
ESA
character
очень много
gets
наших
launched,
тренеров часто
If you
приезжают.
point in a
На
direction,
ГДК там
you will
вообще нет до
slightly
этого
launch
самого.
towards that
Тогда.
direction too.
СМТ
So if
опять
it's like
никак не
you get
будет
launched
включаться с
straight
SMT4.
horizontally
Скорее
straight
от
to the side
SMT3.
and you point up,
Очень
you'll
похоже.
also go slightly
А меня
upwards.
напрягло, что там музыка, как в
And the
SMT4.
enemies in the maze can also do
Трейлера.
this. So if you're unlucky, they will DI, so it becomes
Так, вообще
harder to
хорошо
combo them.
пролетает. Почему
Or they may
ESA
DI straight down and towards the blast zones, where they
менее
just die when
популярна?
they
Ну,
really shouldn't have.
не знаю,
That's
там
just
типа
another
какой-то
RNG
комьюнити
aspect
в
of this game.
Америке сердобольных мужичков, которые зарабатывают много денег, и у них сердечко трогается, когда там игры с 64 крутят. А на ESA нормальные, интересные игры для геймеров, а у геймеров нет денег. Так что сложно сказать.
There's a heal point in the run where right now it would be safe, but have good enough percent to just ignore that.
ESA больше уважают, ну как больше уважают. Проблема в том, что ESA она запретила там все рестримы, потому что сказала, что ребята, вы у нас все деньги отбираете своими рестримами, и у нас не будет рестримов. И сейчас реально некоторые рестримы, они популярнее ESA самой. Потому что ESA, короче, крутит целый год там всякие рераны, и это приводит к тому, что ESA уже никто не отличает, когда идет марафон ESA, а когда не марафон. Да,
кстати, это одна из причин, почему они колонут на ESA, в отличие от ГДК.
Yeah, got the reverse hit.
You'll see me intentionally try to go for some reverse hits. That is, if I don't kill him with the first FB first time, and then I go off stage.
Ну, в принципе, ESA так деньги получает.
That's what happened a few times in the Meta Knight fight. The Brawl hitbox is very finicky, and you can get a pretty nice reverse, like kind of easily, I'd say, if you do it right. So I'll go for a couple of them if I don't get
отлично разобрал, покачал.
If they don't die in the blast zone and they're recovering, I'll very likely go for one of those.
Time for a quick donation.
Sure.
We got $10 from Rainbow Zilla that just says let's go, and that also goes towards the Dark Sassy incentive. We're now $40 away from $43,000 raised for Save the Children. Come on, guys, let's raise that last $40. You got this.
Okay, so now I have some stuff that I've recently added to Great Maze when I was doing my grind a few months, or not a few months, like literally a few weeks ago, is there's a bunch of extra glides with Meta Knight in here that I didn't do before, that I'm doing now. I literally added like nearly a dozen glides. So a lot of them will be cool, especially one that's coming up. These two like glides back to back are like very hard to do.
Мы, кстати, почти у финала.
So now hopefully delay this a little bit and avoid that platform and
пора волноваться за свои ставочки.
And I didn't cancel it in time, but I still made it. Alright, now we fight Ridley, and then we're going to be doing pretty good another glide as long as I don't take 5,000 damage here. Alright, 40, almost 5,000, you know. Alright, I'm still pretty comfortable with that percent, so I'll go for this glide. Hey, look! Cool. So these are firecrackers. You want them in almost every boss, and, you know, when the game gives it to you at the last second, that's, like, a very cool game. So here's a little cool glide, and I messed it up. Sad. Right there was another healing point that I could have taken, but I feel comfortable with my percent, so...
Райнер нам говорил, что эти хитбоксы Smash очень финики, это как можно перевести как. Но Google Translate мне говорит, что мелочно требовательные, жеманные, чересчур расшифрованные, аффектированные. Даже не знаю, что выбрать. Ну, в общем...
And that's like, you never really see like the difference, especially in a difficulty like easy. Like the only one you could probably notice is Rayquaza taking longer to kill than anyone else, just because the only like effective moves against them are ice moves.
Well,
So
we do have
a neat
the
little thing.
Battlefield Fortress, the sword primids.
Oh yeah, the sword primids. Meta Knight would have been like quadrillion S tier if he was just able to one-shot sword primids. That's literally the only character in this game on easy mode he cannot one-shot. And that's why in like Battlefield Fortress I picked Marth over Meta Knight, because Marth is a bit better there. Alright, so here's a very easy character that I can die to. Right? Killed him. Could have easily just F-smash and I would have had to just panic spot dodge or something there, but good. So,
Осталось
there's
совсем
gonna
немного.
be, after this fight against Falco,
Вот. Мид-ту-найт вообще на максимум своего мувмента передвигается
I
сейчас.
wanna actually not die.
И, кстати, сейчас надо стараться не померять.
Okay, that was bad DI from him. Alright.
Вот это вообще
So
отлично.
now there's two heart containers. So just pick them up to heal. There's only another character and then a boss after this, and then there's like another healing point technically. But may as well just get that in case, because this next character is also one of the worst ones. Just AI is very annoying.
Do we have time for another donation?
Sure.
Lovely. We have $10 from Major Moogle that says, let's go. Let's get Argig in that cursed final boss Sonic suits. If you guys haven't seen it, it is worth putting
Это очередное
money
такое
towards because it is
классический смэш-сражение,
very cursed. Also, much
классический
love to Nico,
смэш-бой.
who never fails to brighten my
Вот
day
что-то
up.
Фокс, короче,
And I'll just
решил
say
не
to that,
падать,
no
поэтому мы к нему
So
прилетели
obviously
еще
that
раз.
bid does go towards the Sonic 1 SMS beat the game in the Sonic cosplay. We gotta meet that. Honestly, we have to meet the cursed Sonic outfit. It's fantastic, and you will love it. We are now $30 away from the 43,000. Can we meet it, guys? We are so close.
I don't know what that Sonic outfit is, but it sounds
it's
very
just straight
entertaining.
up cursed. It is just straight up cursed.
I've seen some cursed outfits in my days, but if it's something like the first version of the Sonic movie, Sonic, oh god.
It's kind of like an amalgamation.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty entertaining to me. That was pretty good RNG. Now we are pretty much in the second half of
Ну, осталось,
the Great
кстати,
Maze,
минут
and
10 до
because I picked up a heart
финала игры.
containers, I gotta avoid this
Так
heal
что
point here. And just
можно уже
continue on.
начинать нагонять у
And
нашего
then
чата
Mario here is
интерес,
another very annoying character.
потому
He's very
что
predictable off
мы либо
stage,
уложимся
like,
в
he's
эстимейт,
delayed,
который
is
мы
up
сделали
there.
для ставочки, либо нет.
I was trying to go for a reverse. Oh, a nice trip. How many times?
Пока что у раннеров все идет хорошо.
Or is like 4 or something?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
It's like very like it's like because it happens less because they did nerf it or buff it, I guess, if you want to say like ooh, no more tripping, but it does happen and it's less than normal. The 1 out of 100 in normal Brawl, but normally I'd see like maybe 2 a run. So very interesting. So I have a cool, neat little cycle where I have to play perfectly to actually make it in time here. Hopefully I do.
Yeah, this is a pretty new addition,
Good.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I added quite a lot of things for Maze in the last month or two, so I made that cycle because if I was too late and hit that button with the upbeat, it would not hit into that other button that was above in the blocks, so that saves
Здорово, босс.
2.5 seconds. Pretty much.
Галеон.
Tag Ellen. Now we have unlocked our last quadrant of the maze because the maze is divided into quadrants. So now here I'm gonna enter because in order to be able to spawn back into this specific area just like I did before Duan for the first quit out, I would have to enter the door to activate that section or that quadrant of maze to be able to be directly spawned into on the map. So that's why I enter that door. Because if I didn't, oh god, I wouldn't want to think if I just somehow did not remember to do that in a marathon run. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. I think I just didn't press jump there by accident, and I did a grounded up B, and that killed when it shouldn't have. But yeah, Meta Knight.
Yeah, there's a notable difference between grounded up B and aerial up B.
Yeah. Grounded up B actually is not what you want.
Yeah, since the enemy is straight up, while the other one sends them more to the side.
Yep. And most of the time you'll get a star KO, which is not what you want. So another horrible character that will look easy if she just didn't jump there.
Так, ну Зельда домой.
Okay. Coming up on our last
Зельда отправляется прямо в Хайру.
5 minutes or so.
Ну прямо инстантно
Got one more
отправилась
quit
в
out,
Хайру.
a few more characters, and
Очень
then
хорошо
hopefully
её прям
a
отправили.
not bad taboo.
Это радует.
This taboo is quite a wild card. Everyone remembers those infamous shockwave, the off waves as they're officially called. So what I hopefully want to do, just gonna do a risky up B there. Hopefully what I want to do is kill Taboo before he does that move, because that move, you know, you can't hit him. So I want to be able to kill him before he does that, and it would save quite a bit of time. But, you know, RNG and all, because he is quite a bit RNG dependent, whether or not he'll be good or not. Right.
Can I make a quick announcement?
Sure thing.
We have just raised $43,000. Thank you all so much for your
Они
incredible
собрали
kindness. We
43
just
тысячи
hit
долларов.
we just hit an amazing number, guys.
Сильно
So let
для
me read out
ESA,
the donations
конечно,
that
да.
got us up towards it. We got A-Dubs with $20 saying make number good. And that goes towards the Dark Sassy any percent for the Dark Souls 3.
Блин, они так говорят, это Dark Sassy, эти проценты, они же не знают, что это за слово.
Sonic cosplay. That says $10
Почему?
towards Perfect Argic. Guys, again, thank you
Почему?
all so much for the $43,000 raised. Let's
Это
keep
ужасно.
this train rolling.
Это плохо. Почему вот эту игру начали принимать в марафоны? За
Не
что?
знаю.
За что?
And then some characters,
знаю.
like very easy to tell when they'll die
Увы.
because the weight still applies in this. So even though I upbeat Luigi in the middle of the stage, he just dies. Luigi died by doing absolutely nothing.
Опа, Луиджи dies.
Okay, this is a bit of awkward movement, always has been. Invis cape up is normally the best.
Лети лепесток.
Then up B off platforms to get up quickly into the Quaza.
Жалко, тут уже
Like I mentioned with
не
Type
так
B,
много
a
скипов.
system that like
как
probably
прежде.
less than
В действительности мне больше жаль то, что в этой части довольно мало файтов на арене с боссами условными, где надо сыграть в обычный смэш, чтобы выкинуть кого-то, потому что в основном это вот все такой платформинг идет.
Ну, в ультимейтах много боссов, но там, в принципе, много гринда и однообразных файтов.
And pretty much the last stretch. And hopefully this will be sub 2.
Вот насчет ультимейтов с однообразными файтами я согласен, у них есть такая проблема.
Just only a small handful of characters left. That was such weird drift. Where did my... I don't know where my... please. Do I go for an up B? Screw it. Okay. Just
Ну,
another case
Люкас
of
собьем.
Brawl being Brawl.
Yeah, that's the 5th time you've tripped.
Alright, and more Meta Knight. Vertical movement. Fun. This one's very fast because we don't have to do another fight in between, so this one's like very consistent and fast. Oh, a bit early there. Good RNG. Alright. Yeah, so far, I'd say this maze seed, according to my theory, has been pretty below average. A lot of bad RNG, I'd say.
Nice.
It happens.
Вот
It's
очень
just
хорошо
what
Лукаря
maze is.
улетел.
Yeah.
Это
Jump, please.
этот самый... Будет проход на арене покемонами.
Really? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a funny thing if I can hit them off stage again. This is... Yeah, this is Popo. So I have them
Немного
separated,
заруинил
so
Райнера.
I just have to kill Popo.
Ну, это случается, пока что ничего
Is the
критичного
main
нет. Это
climber.
радует.
Ну, короче, будем это разделять и
Hit
властвовать.
them off stage and then use a pitfall, and it would have been
Бить их по
hilarious
очереди.
funny. Alright, home stretch lasts like 3 minutes or something. So I'm gonna do a glide all the way to the next character. Hit this button to avoid using that cannon over there. And then I'm gonna be hopefully skipping a cycle towards the end to enter the next room. Oh my god, this is so bad. Where hopefully I skip a ceiling with spikes that blocks off the pathway by using this cannon and doing the right glide to completely skip having to enter the door there to cancel or to reset it or hitting a button. And that was done nicely.
Ну-ка.
And then
Походу
up
надо
here,
закрывать
using
prediction.
my last case of
Да, вабба врубай.
infinite dimensional cave.
F.
Yeah. This one's like pretty consistent.
Ну
So
ладно,
we just
я
completely
закинул
go
немного
over the
поинтов
door,
чатику.
invisible.
Yeah, that trick is like
Спасибо за
banned in
поинты.
competitive play actually.
Я чатик.
But not here.
Нифига там.
Not here.
Pointed decent time save.
Кстати,
in places.
Марта
Alright,
и Fire
we
Emblem
have
побили.
only Uno Mas, and then
Или, кстати, Мел тоже
Taboo,
можешь.
everyone's favorite boss.
Ключи.
Glide the Ganon.
Ну тут очень
And then
прикольно
we have
летит.
killed almost everyone in the Brawl roster, minus a few that are unlocked after you beat the game, which we won't be getting because this is obviously not NG+, or 100%. So now Taboo. So the setup is to obviously Rock Smash, and then Meta Knight is a backup in case I die. So pretty much just Rock Smash everything.
У нас тут босс.
Time dodges against his bad moves. Alright, not a good move.
Такой вот
Good RNG though. Get a little
мужик
extra damage. I'll
галактический,
take that actually.
сильный.
Time is coming up as soon as
Нет,
the red
типа,
bar is depleted.
Yeah.
так сказать,
it's
смешовский
gonna be like
персонаж,
another
что ли. Чисто.
Alright, he's probably about to do off waves. Sadly, yeah, that was not good
То есть
RNG.
тут какие-то силы они там
So, if
превращают
anyone didn't know how to dodge that, just spot
героев
that.
духов или что-то типа того.
Alright, just one more.
И,
And time.
я не знаю, лор.
Okay.
И это время.
GG.
Eagle has been destroyed.
Увы,
Peace to the
на
one
минуту
has
44
been brought back.
больше, чем предикт. Ну ничего.
Было
So,
близко.
that was Subspace Emissary.
Ну он
Easy,
хорошо пробежал.
90%.
Он пару раз умер, это явно из-за того, что
And I believe
марафон
that was a
тяжело
157.
сосредоточиться, потому
I
что ты
was
должен
trying
и
to aim for
комментировать,
156.
и все
but
делать
I
сразу
don't take it.
же. Это прямо
I'm gonna
огромные
just save the
проблемы
save
всегда
file 'cause I
вызывает
do
у
like
всех
saving
людей, так что
My save files.
сложно его в чем-то
There's the-
осуждать.
Where's the marathon save file? Oh, right here. There. All right. I guess really quickly I'll put on the ending cutscene and
Super Smash
talk
Brawl.
about two shoutouts that we've already mentioned before,
Brawl.
but I want to just re-mention again really quickly. of
О боже, там будет
the
Blindfolded следующим раном.
here's the movies
Жестко.
of the
Но
Subspace Emissary
я,
world record
пожалуй,
progression video that
спать
was
не надо.
made earlier this
Спать.
month. If you just search up
Давайте
Subspace Emissary world
чатик
record
пока.
progression, you'll see
Всем надо спать.
that
Что ж, чатик.
there was
Было интересное
there's a history
прохождение.
video of Subspace Emissary any percent. It's pretty detailed, very well made, I'd say. So please go check that out. And there's also, we've mentioned before, Dylan Sedge's second Brawl task that was done a week ago or so.
Приветствую.
7-minute time save
Все,
on his
замечательно.
previous task. So
Передаю
that is also
тебе
another good watch. So
бразды
just search up
комментирования.
just
Спасибо,
Subspace
спасибо.
tasks and you'll see probably a
Удачи.
plethora of his
Хорошего
videos.
всем рано. Спасибо за
So,
внимание,
that was it.
чатик.
О,
I hope
вам
everyone
тоже спасибо за
enjoys this run
комментирование.
of
Так,
Subspace
спокойной
Emissary.
ночи. Спокойного вечера.
Thank you so
Точнее,
much for your run. That was
наверное.
amazing. Up next, we do
А,
have Bubsia with the Super
всем
Smash
привет.
Bros. Melee
Как
Adventure
дела?
Mode. Blindfolded.
Следующим у нас
You still have
Супер
time to get in your last bid
Smash
incentives for the
Brothers,
blindfold choice. So,
Melee
exclamation
или
mark there, let's
Melee.
have a look at the bids
Как
choices.
некоторые
We'll see you guys
говорят.
very, very shortly for the next run.
Adventure Mode, Blindfolded от раннера
Have you
Бубзия.
checked out speedrunstore.com yet? 100% of the proceeds during
Я
ESA
потерял
Summer will be
вкладку с
donated to
Твичом.
Save the Children, including the proceeds
Я
from the
нашел вкладку с
fabulous event
Твичом.
hoodie and shirt shown on stream right now. Speedrunstore.com.
Ну что, признавайтесь, кто из вас знает вообще, что из себя представляет Super Smash Brothers, там, серия игр? Я потому что, честно, ну, вообще никак, никоим образом.